All right. So we are back, people, with another podcast. It's playoff season, NHL, NBA, all the good stuff. But you are tuned into the Originals _ Sports podcast. I am your host, one of your four hosts, Big Mike. Other host, Smooth. Other host, VO, is back after a hiatus last week. And the lovely NFL girl is here as well to join us today. So we're not going to talk your ear off too much. But again, before I get started, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, we got an Instagram. So you can check us all out, all the updates, all the shorts of me saying crazy stuff or Smooth saying crazy stuff. VO maybe saying some crazy stuff. And if also girl might say some controversial stuff too. So if you want to check out the little bit of the taste of the stuff we be saying, you can do that. But if you want to watch the full stuff, all those are in the links on our Instagram. So you can check that out. TikTok is going to be, I'm working on that, but I'm going to get that soon. So let's get started. I won't waste y'all time. So NBA playoffs. Okay. We have finished. Well, we still have one more game tonight, but the NBA first round for the most part is over. So I will start with VO because he was away last week. So I want to get your take. Because I mean, to your point, I mean, you're a little bit of a soothsayer, VO, because you predicted the best series so far, and it's kind of held true for the most part. The series of the Clippers and the Nuggets. So what are your thoughts on the series, the first round so far? Anything that you want to talk about or that you thought was interesting? You know, things like that.
I'll just go with the number one thing that everybody knows, just the emergence of Anthony Edwards, man. Just him being the slayer of the GOAT to all these king players. It's like he's collecting Infinity Stones, bro. You know what I mean? Between beating Durant the first round, then he beat Joker, then you eliminated, LeBron. Like, let's say Steph Curry wins this, and then they'll go on to play them, and then you eliminate them. It's like, dude, you are the face of the league, no matter whether you want to be or not. Like, you can't deny it. And I think that's something that we are starting to see. I think that we're watching before our very eyes, and then on the flip side, just the downfall of the Miami Heat. Like, they look god awful. like like that was a rival team of my boys. You know what I mean? Of course, we'll always hate them forever. So this is beautiful to watch because we're in the bottom and we're like, come on down. You know what I mean? But for the most part, just to watch the way that franchise is just, man, they're even talking about Paradise should retire. Like, nobody ever would mention that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that to me, those are the two things that point out about the playoffs, man.
Okay.
That I think that deserve like pretty good topic.
All right. Well, Smooth, out of all of four of us, I think your team was the only NBA team that was in the playoffs. But your team unfortunately got eliminated by the Bulls. So I guess what are your thoughts? And I guess my question to you is what's your thoughts on LeBron? Because I think apparently now they're saying that LeBron should go to the Knicks for some reason. But what are your thoughts on LeBron?
Do the Knicks want him though?
That's my
Listen.
LeBron needs to go with his son and make just the two of us and keep it. But
so VO, good points, man. Real good points. Real good points. You know, Anthony Edwards has been climbing anyway. I knew the Lakers ain't had no shot, man. You have no big men. You don't play no defense. I told Mike this before. I had no faith in it at all. They couldn't stay in front. They couldn't stop Anthony Edwards at all, you know. And with your point about the Heat, you took Jimmy Butler off that team. That's the heart of the team. That's why they're going to fumble. That's why they fell to the bottom. When you take the heart off a team, and I don't know how you want to get another person that's going to be the heart of the team like Jimmy Butler was, because the difference he's making for Golden State is evident that he's the heart, you know. So you see that. But as far as the Lakers, every time LeBron loses, he comes to a press conference with a fake injury, right? Clutch Sports, what are you doing? Like, every time he loses, just lose and just walk off, man.
What fake injury did he have yesterday?
They said he had a PCL strain. He hurt his PCL. You couldn't even walk off the court if that was really wrong. You remember the last time when he lost to Golden State and he had a cast on his hand?
Yeah, I saw the cast.
Come on, man, stop it, please.
Yeah, and then there was two mysterious injuries after that. They said Austin Reeves had a toe injury, and then they said
that he played through. Yep.
Yeah, and they said that Luka Doncic was sick.
Well, that's why the Lakers lost, guys. Obviously, if those guys were healthy.
Stop it. Right?
Well, in that last game, the only one I know for sure was true is Luka actually was sick. He was throwing up on the he was throwing up before the game. That actually was true.
Yeah. But I think that was the game before, right? That was the game they lost, right? The game they lost before that.
Yeah.
And another thing that irritates me is when the referees come out and say I missed a call after the game is over.
Why do they do that?
What difference do it make?
Why do they do that though?
Right. That's what irritates me. The game is already over. Shut the fuck up. Why are you saying?
I feel like you discrediting your own product.
I've never understood that. I hate that.
And I heard that with 2 games, right? I heard that with the Lakers game, and I heard that with the Knicks game.
Knicks game, yeah. And the Knicks game, that was a bad call,
because the thing is, those are pivotal games. If you make the damn call, that changes the momentum of the series. It's ignorant for you to come out and disrespectful you to come out to say you missed a call. Oh, I made a mistake and I missed a call. Why would you do that? That just pisses me off because it's like those games are crucial games. This is not the regular season. This is the playoffs. Don't come out and say anything.
That's the one thing that actually hey y'all, if y'all I don't know if y'all agree. By saying that, you actually piss everybody off because you pissed the team that won, you pissed the team that lost, you pissed the fan base off, and you discredit the sport. You know what I mean? And you pissed the referees off that ref that game because now they're gonna get more shit when they ref a game from like, oh, y'all can't even do it right. You know what I mean? Like
it just looks bad.
Man,
it just looks like you guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
I heard them come out and say that in two different games. Why are you saying this at all? Shut up. And as far as the Lakers, it's Luka's team, LeBron and his son. Peace. I holler at y'all. Leave. Walk out the door and take your son with you, LeBron. Like I told you, my LeBron to me is the kid in the neighborhood that had all the basketball, football, and everything. And when he was outside, it was all good. But as soon as it didn't go his way, he took all the stuff in the house. That's how I view LeBron. When he comes to your franchise, it's cool. When he leaves, it's a shit show every time, if you look at it. So I've never been a fan of LeBron at all. Never. He gets too much credit for things that he shouldn't get credit for. If you how many superstars that's not a center, it's called a superstar that shoots under 70% from free throw line, which is a gift. Jordan, Kobe, Tim Duncan, all these other guys didn't do that. He's the only guy that, as a superstar, you can't go to the free throw line and hit 2 free throws.
Can I? This is burning me. Can I get this out of me?
Please go ahead, Bio. The floor is yours.
When we mentioned the GOAT conversation, I'm just gonna say this. Like, to me, I feel like longevity and stat pad don't count. Like what counts is your performance in the playoffs. This nigga been with the Lakers how many seasons? 7, 8 seasons?
7, 8, yeah.
You the only 2 times you've been out of the first round was the bubble championship, and you got swept in the Western Conference Finals. I think otherwise you either not made the playoffs or you got out first round. Am I right, Smooth? I know you the Laker fan. Is that correct?
That's absolutely correct. And I don't even count that bubble championship. Take that.
So I feel like postseason play counts. hey, so postseason play matters.
No, of course it should.
You know what I mean? Like you're 4-6 in the finals. This nigga never lost.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
And I'm a Jordan fan, man. I'm a Jordan fan. Cause he went to Carolina. I'm a Jordan fan. So I loved the Bulls when he was there. Even though I'm a Lakers fan. I'm a Jordan fan.
Most Lakers fans do love the Bulls, though. Honestly.
Yeah. Like so.
Seriously.
When he went to the Bulls, I was a Bulls fan as well, without a doubt. And then once he started getting better and better, and the one thing I like about Jordan is he dominated the game from a point of, just being the most athletic, and then he dominated the game from a jump shot perspective. You don't see guys do that. That's why he's the greatest, plain and simple.
Plus, those 2 teams have relationships, right? Like that was the first team the Bulls beat to win the title. You know what I mean? Like Magic and Michael are close. You know what I'm saying? Like that counts for something. Like Phil Jackson, Bulls went to Lakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Phil Jackson either, though, brother.
Oh, hey man, I love that. Anyway, that's the story. But like, I mean, there's all about that's that relationship though that Lakers and fans, Bulls and Lakers fans, they coexist. You know what I mean? Like you got Cowboys fans like Michael. Like you know what I mean? Like those two fan bases always will root and coexist with each other. You know what I mean? So I see that. I see that. That's great points.
All right.
NFL girl, I know you finna,
NFL girl, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the first round?
Gospel. I'm ready for the gospel Sunday.
That's what everyone's here to see. No one gives a shit about us. They're just here to see that. Let's just keep it a buck.
It's the gospel Sunday.
Y'all so stupid. Y'all need help.
This is true. That is true too.
So I've actually enjoyed these playoffs. I've been a little distracted because I'm having to flip channels back and forth, having to watch hockey and NBA playoffs at the same time. Had another series where I had two series for me wrapped last night. One in the NBA, one in the NHL. Enjoyed both. Definitely. I'm not sad to, no offense to Smooth. I'm not sad to see the Lakers not move on. Not in that condition. You understand what I'm saying? Like, one, I feel like JJ Redick needs to figure out his identity separate from LeBron. That you cannot be his. I understand y'all had a podcast together. You are his coach now. You have to make the final decisions on things. You need to be if this is what you want to be, you're going to have to coach him. That can't be your friend. You need to make the final decisions. As far as them not getting Mark Williams in there and Mark Williams trolling them after the game, that was funny as hell.
That was funny. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Chef kiss to him for doing that or whatever.
I bet Dalton Connect was pissed.
Dalton Connect's like, man, I don't even want to be here.
Man. Ooh,
I would be so mad. I mean, we learned that Jackson Hayes is not that guy. Y'all gonna have to get a real. Y'all gonna have to get a real big in there.
We've been through that though.
Jackson Hayes is not that guy.
I want to say something. I want to say something about that.
Go ahead.
That's what JJ Redick is wrong. I'm gonna leave y'all on that. Like, you can't do that to that man like that. Like you played that man. You let Rudy Gobert get 24 rebounds. You told that man I'd rather play
27 and 24 in that game.
I'd rather play a 6'8" guy and lose than play you, a guy I've been playing the whole past. That's bad coaching. Like, that's bad to me.
I'm not disagreeing.
And not playing Dalton Connect that can score. You needed to score. You don't play Dalton Connect.
And left Jackson Hayes out there way too
long.
Wrong
what are we doing? Like that.
That's not fair to Jackson Hayes.
Exactly. I think that ended his career. But sorry, go ahead.
No, you're making the exact point. That's why I said Jackson Hayes is not that guy. He's not ready to be the big. You can't put him in the 5 if you don't understand that he's not up to that level just yet. I understand that Mark Williams has a back issue that y'all were concerned about and y'all didn't want to bring him in that condition. But then if that's the case, y'all should have made another deal to get another big in there. Y'all were not, that team was not ready to be in the playoffs and they got exposed.
They got
you understand? Exposed, yeah. And kudos to Smooth and the VO making a point of Ant stepping up this year. Ant is a hell of a player. He is a hell of a kid. But had that been a healthy Lakers team with an actual 5 in there, I think it would have been a little bit more of a competition. I'm not saying that Ant would have still moved on. I'm saying that it would have been more competitive. It was too many games where it looked like that final game with LeBron, that my boy was gassed. He had nothing left for them. He's like, dog, y'all, somebody else need to get out here because I got nothing for y'all. You understand? And again, you're depending on a 40-year-old. Those of us in here that are over the age of 40, which I think, which is at least.
We all are, yeah. We all are.
We all are over the age of 40. Yeah, bro, can you imagine trying to play 40 minutes on a court?
Don't depend on me. I mean, listen.
Hey, dog. No. Hey, I got y'all the first quarter, and then I'm out. Y'all gonna need to rest the whole second.
So that
Mike can be back in there in the third.
Okay. So NFL girl, that being said, I mean, where do you kind of see now? Because I asked Smooth this. I want to know, like you mentioned LeBron. Like, where do you kind of see now with LeBron where he is now? Like, do you feel like he should
y'all
retire?
Want the rumors, or y'all want the rumors, or y'all want the?
I want both. Give us all the info. I want all.
Honestly, LeBron's whole speech right now, and I 100% believe it is. He don't know what he wants to do yet. I think his heart is still in it. He still wants to play. He loves the game. You understand? He would love to have another year playing with his son. Where is his body at this stage of the game? Here's the thing with players. a lot of players. I remember a former player who played in the CFL, and works at Tennessee, and he was telling his story or whatever, and he was saying he went to his coach one year after he'd been playing up the CFL for 10 years, and he asked his coach, "When do you know that it's time to retire?" He said, "When you start asking questions like that." And I think that's where he is he's getting to that place of, I'm tired. I don't know. It's my heart and soul are still in it. And if my body would keep up with it, I would go another 3, 4, maybe 5 years even. But your body starts to break down. I mean, think about us. How many times we done hurt ourselves? And in our 20s, you could, snap an ankle, put an ace bandage on it, and be back on the court the next day.
This nigga got his shot blocked by Mike Conley. It's time to give it up.
Mike Conley, my dude. Mike Conley blocked your shot. You understand?
No, Mike Conley, dog.
I mean, like Mike Conley's great, but that's your point.
No,
Mike
Conley been in the league about 18,000 years, dog. You don't let him block your shot, dog. He blocking the king? The king? Mike Conley?
Like Michael B. Jordan said in the Black Panthers, "This your king? This your king."
Right. You let Mike Conley. I don't know if I ever seen Mike Conley get a block shot at all.
I've seen him get steals. Get a lot of steals, but not
he blocked LeBron. NFL girl, you saw that play, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I did see that play.
Man, I was like, what?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, for me, I think with the playoffs, I mean, nothing really. I mean, the only series that surprised me right now was the Warriors and Rockets, because I thought that series had been over already. So,
same.
I mean, credit to the Rockets for playing really good.
Yeah, Van Fleet.
Hold on, because we're sleeping on that Clippers Nuggets series.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna circle back to that.
Okay.
But so I want to give us all like our time to talk about that series.
Okay. No, that ended up being fire.
Oh, it's a great series. But yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
The Knicks series was good. I thought the Knicks series was good. I liked the way Detroit played that series.
That series was fire.
It was a fire series. A really good series.
Detroit had Ivy hurt. They had a couple of people hurt.
Yeah,
so
they need people back out.
Detroit could have won every game.
They could have. So the Knicks fans are like thinking they're like the shit. We want Boston. I'm like, I don't know if y'all want Boston, but that's it. But hey, you got them, so go win.
Boston a little nicked up.
Man, New York say anything, man.
Knicks, listen, I unfortunately follow like this New York sports thing on Instagram, and those Knicks fans.
I'm a Yankees fan. I'm a Yankees fan, even though they're crazy. Fire, but
no, I thought the first round was overall good. Like I said, the Rocket series was in itself, but we'll shift gears now. We'll shift to the best series I think in the playoffs, hands down. And VO, again, give you your props. You said that this was going to be the best series, and it held true, the Clippers and Nuggets. So what are our thoughts of the Nuggets series? So I'll go to Smooth. I'll go kind of on how my camera.
Yeah.
So Smooth,
I'll go last.
Your thoughts on the Nuggets and Clippers series as a whole? Because you actually messaged me yesterday about your thoughts. So please chime in and let the people know what you said yesterday.
Yeah, see, like I want to say one thing about the Lakers real quick before I go into
go on. That's fine.
So you see how Zubac was playing for the Clippers? That's what the Lakers needed, right? All the decisions they made with getting rid of players, listening to LeBron,
and they have Zubac,
Davis, and all this stuff. Like they had Zubac. They had Zubac before. All these players they had before, they had a young core.
Yeah. But
the Lakers are hard-headed and wanted to fast forward their progress. And look at you now. You got a worn-down LeBron James making decisions, bringing JJ Redick with no coaching experience into an organization to coach because you was on a podcast, drafting your son who averaged 2.4 points per game. Like you can't let it. I told you guys, like you cannot let LeBron make decisions. He do it all the time. He did it in Cleveland. He did it in Miami. Everywhere he goes, he wants to be a decision maker. If you want to do that, be a coach. Get off the court. Now let me get to the.
Word is he's gonna retire when Bryce comes to the Lakers.
Oh God, please stop it. Please stop.
So
don't do that. Bryce just picked his college. Don't do that.
He might stay for 4 years.
I swear to God.
And it's funny because he's a better brother though. What's funny is he's a better brother.
That's facts. That's facts.
For sure.
That's facts. Better.
But like the Clippers and the Denver series was a great series, right? I didn't like that it was a blowout last game. Every game was close, and then all of a sudden it's a blowout. So I'm like, come on, man. You're gonna give me a better game. Don't just end like that. But the Clippers had their opportunity. That game when Joker shot that three from from the 3-point line and they let Aaron Gordon get that rebound, that was a game they should have won. If they win that game, they win the series. So simple things like that you got to take advantage of the moment when you're in that situation. And Kawhi, who was missing in action for about 3 years, he comes back and reappears, and you had everything to win. And I really like how Zubek played Joker. He played him really well, played him one-on-one. It wasn't any help, and he forced him into bad shots and forced him to not look like Joker. But in the end, they win. So that was the best series of the first round. I mean, we have Golden State and Houston playing tonight in Houston. So let's see what happens.
Well said, well said. NFL girl, what say you on the Clippers Nuggets series? What were your overall thoughts on that series?
I had to kind of go with what Smooth said as far as that it was a disappointment that the last game was a blowout because that series was intense and went back and forth. That one shot at the end with with Aaron Gordon making a rebound or whatever, that was phenomenal. And keep in mind, last night was a blowout. Joker didn't lead all scorers. Joker wasn't even the second leading scorer.
No.
That was Aaron Gordon, and that was Christian Braun. That was the second leading scorer.
And I know Jokic, and I know Joker doesn't even give a shit. I know he doesn't even care.
Not at all. He don't give a shit. That wasn't the point. You understand?
Yeah.
Like now we already back to having that MVP debate again of Joker versus SGA, which can we please stop? I'm not ready. Don't worry,
we'll go to the next segment with that.
But I really enjoyed that series. Other than the game 7, I really enjoyed that entire series because it was intense. They played back and forth, good back and forth basketball. Like you said, seeing Zub out there playing his ass off. Harden finally stepped up and didn't disappoint until game 7. Then I don't know what the hell happened to him. The wheels fell off in game 7. And my boy refused to talk to reporters after the game. He's like, fuck all y'all, and left out of there. Russell Westbrook making sure it was known that he got, I guess, his revenge on the Clippers for them moving on from him and ended up winning with the Nuggets. Hey, dog, get it while you can. Okay,
get it while you can. Left to play again.
Oh yeah, he didn't play for about 5 teams, so he's gonna do that every time he go again.
Yes,
he gonna do that. He got another team this round, right? He played the Thunder, right?
Yep, you always revenge tour now. Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. He on a pure revenge tour. And that's fine. But so that was to me so far of the early series. That probably was one of the best one to me. And that's not sleeping on this Warriors Rockets one that has game 7 tonight or whatever. To me, just watching how intense these two teams played is what really captivated me. And I'm glad to see that the Nuggets came out of that. I'm kind of disappointed in the Clippers in a way because I could have gone to a game right down the street or whatever, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying,
come on.
Could have gone to a playoff game right down the street. I knew it wasn't going to be the Lakers. Let me go
right about that. You're right about that.
One of the two of them had to come out of there talking and going to a damn playoff game, and neither one did. So the hell with both of them. Yeah.
So VO, last but not least, or actually we'll go to you. What's your thoughts on the Clippers and Nuggets? Because again, you said this was going to be the best series. So what were your overall thoughts of it?
It was just good basketball, man. To the last game, just James Harden does what he does in game 7. You know what I'm saying? If you give him any, I mean, they lost by 20. That's about what he's averaging. If you give him that, at least you might win. You know what I mean? Because you lost by 20 and you've been averaging like 20 plus. So you put the averages together. Yeah. You know, we're not asking you to give us 30. We just say give us your average, we win. So
how much did he score? How much did he score last night?
I don't know. I didn't even look at it.
Oh wow.
I didn't even look at it, but I just feel like I just like the series is good, man. But this Houston series is weird, man. This the one. Me and my homeboy, we was talking about this before we got on here. We was like, each team has a worry in this series. It's pretty weird. I want to tell you. I forgot to tell Mike. I wanted to bring it up to you.
Yeah,
each Houston and Golden State team both have a worry, and we was debating which worry is the worst one. Right?
The worst.
Yeah, like okay, we'll start with the Warriors. Their worry is that this is game 7 in Houston, right? And Jalen Green has yet had a game yet.
He only had one game.
It's due.
Yeah, he had one game. He had one game where he scored a lot, but other games he was
But he's such a talented scorer, y'all. Would we agree?
Yes,
I agree. That game is due. It's due, and they're at home. And home breeds confidence. Could happen, right? That's fear.
And Van Fleet has stepped up.
Yes,
Van Fleet been doing what Van Fleet does. I the first 2 games, I didn't know what he was doing. I expected him to do what he's doing now. He's a good player. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
absolutely. He was an all-star. He was an all-star one time, wasn't he?
Yeah, with the Raptors, he was.
In Toronto.
So he gets paid a shitload of money, so I expect him to do that. But the word, who the Rockets' worry is? Their worry is that they got Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And Steph Curry is Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, I don't care if Steph Curry has his whole right arm bandaged up. It's Steph Curry. And we've seen Steph Curry do this before. Remember when they went to Sacramento Game 7?
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
50. You know what I'm saying? Look, I just watched his son. I don't know, NFL girl, if you saw it or any of y'all saw it, where they lost the game and he was walking off the court and Cameron didn't even want to go talk to Steph. Like Steph was like, "Come here, let me talk to you." Cameron was so sad and
heartbroken
so that they lost.
Yeah.
He stayed with Aisha and didn't want to even talk to him. And Steph was like looking all like oh, like damn, you know what I mean? Like, okay. So that right there, that's what I said. That's Steph hit 80. You know what I mean? Something about that hit about 80 points, man. Like if Cameron took it that hard that they lost, dog.
True.
That meant something to Steph, dog. That means Steph gonna do everything in his power.
Not to let his son down again.
Yeah, exactly. Not let his son. There you go, baby. There you go. So to me, I think the greatest worry of the one I think is the worst is the Rockets because we don't know with Jalen Green, right? But we know with Steph Curry. So I thought that was interesting. Though. I thought I'd bring that up to y'all. And I'd ask y'all which one y'all think is who has the greatest.
That's the greatest worry. I mean,
it's Steph. It's Steph all the way because we already seen Steph do it.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Green is a wild card. He's been up and down the whole series. He only had one good game, so Jalen Green is like a wish and a hope. But we know what Steph gonna bring.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So round two.
It is scary. Okay. It is scary for the Warriors though, in the sense that Steph is hurt, and we don't know. We don't know what. But Jalen Green ain't shit wrong with Jalen Green. He just off.
Yeah, he's just not playing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at some point, it might click. So that's one thing they got to make sure that they and who's guarding him.
And they're home. So
and they're home. Yeah.
So who are we all gonna take in that series? Who are we taking? We're taking Houston, Warriors. Who we got?
Ooh.
That's why I asked the questions, baby.
I mean,
and no deferring, no smooth. We're gonna pick one.
I'm not deferring. I ain't saying anything.
We're gonna pick. We're all gonna pick. So I'm gonna go with the Warriors. Like I said, I picked the Warriors. I picked the Warriors because I thought this series, to give my quick little 2 cents, I thought the series would have been done in like 4 or 5.
Yeah, so it should have been done.
The fact that it's gone to 7 is, a testament to how good the Rockets have played. But in Game 7, I trust Steph, and that's the only reason I'm going with the Warriors.
I'm with you on that one, brother.
Other than that, I got nothing else.
I gotta say the same thing. As much as I love the way that I think let me say this. I feel like Rockets are one of the teams of the future. You know
absolutely.
What I mean? They're a much younger team. You talking about Jaden, you talking about Amen Thompson there and what he's been able to do this season. You talking about Fred VanVleet and him stepping up this season. You talking about Ime and the coaching that he's done with this team this year or whatever.
Great coaching.
Listen, we were talking earlier about Dylan Brooks, him being able to get Dylan Brooks under control where he hasn't gotten kicked out of games,
which is surprising
during the playoffs this season or whatever. Exactly, because he's normally out of control and
saying stupid stuff.
Saying stupid shit.
But is he really out of control? Because when I watch him play in Houston, like I see him do aggravating stuff though. But knowing what I know about Memphis now.
No, they just I think with Memphis, they didn't release, they didn't check him.
But that's no, and that's
but they got their own issues.
No, I agree. But listen,
it ain't just Dylan Brooks.
But here's the thing. Oh, that's true.
That is true.
We wasn't getting that. I know where you went. You talk about Ja.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
But my whole point is, my whole point with Dylan is, I think being there under Ime, who doesn't play that shit, has made a difference for him. Agreed. You know, I'm not saying you can't still be aggressive. I'm not saying that you still can't push off or whatever you need to do to defend these players. I'm saying do that. Don't do it with reckless abandon. Have some control.
I think that's what he's playing. I think he's exactly more control.
And that's why I'm saying I absolutely see the Rockets being one of these teams of the future. But the team of right now, still, as much as people hate it, I still think it's the Warriors. You understand? And I get they're starting to age out. I think of all the teams that these older teams, obviously Lakers proved that you can't rely on a 40-year-old or whatever. I think a 37, 38-year-old Steph, though, still has a little bit left in the tank. And I think that he's determined to at least get into the next round. And like Vio pointed out, the fact that he disappointed his son so much in that last game, he's got something that he's got to play for. He's going to go in there and be like, I'll never let my son down like that again.
Say for nobody else but him.
That part. You understand? Like, I never want to see my son so heartbroken over us losing a game. Like, I just had to see him in them stands.
So we all got the Warriors, I'm saying, I guess, or Smooth picked this yet?
I got the Warriors, but I do have a major concern though. Okay. Just like she was talking about Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Give that 4 times with Draymond Green. He can lose you a game.
For sure.
He can lose you a game. He can lose you a game. He gets to the point where he gets crazy. Like, he don't even realize the point in the game. Like, nigga, you cannot grab a nigga's neck when you down by 1 with 20 seconds left. You know what I mean? Like that's what he does. You know what I mean? That's Draymond. It's just because he's mad, he don't give a damn. Be like, Draymond, nigga, we down 1. You can't do that. Like, it's 20. I don't care. He called out, you know, that's Draymond. Like, that's risky.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
That's risky. That's very risky. So I will throw that in there because especially this series, they've been talking and all that, and they got Dylan Brooks, the key agitator. You know what I'm saying? Like look out for that. Watch out for that. That's the only thing that I would think that would derail them. But I'm with y'all. The Warriors, I don't see them not pulling this off.
So I'll say the Warriors, but I want the Rockets to win.
Okay.
That's it.
That's fair. I like the Rockets. I like them.
I'm selfish. I want to see Draymond and Ant match up.
Oh God.
Draymond and Ant.
Yeah, Draymond and Ant. Yeah, that's what I want.
Those two are just going to be.
I want that.
That's amazing.
I'm tired of Draymond, man. I don't like seeing a guy that can't average 10 points, man.
I know. But then also,
causes so much commotion, man. I'm tired of him, man.
No, he know he garbage, but look, and I want to see Ant. I want to see Ant eliminate Steph Curry. Then that eliminate the Finney Stone levels. Okay, you didn't got rid of like I think like I want to see Ant. Like I'm full of like my whole is selfish. I want to see the mergers of Ant. Like I want to see Ant get to the finals. That's really what I want to see out of this whole thing is Ant get to the finals.
Because you know what I'm thinking too. To your point, Vio, because you know what the narrative would be. Let's say if Ant gets to the finals and wins the finals, they'll say, "Well, look who we beat to get there, right? He beat LeBron. He
beat a young Rockets team."
Compared to let's say with the young Rockets, oh well, it's only a young Rockets team. It's not like down the road they might.
They're not mature enough. Maybe
they're not. They weren't mature enough. They weren't ripe enough. They weren't writing all this stupidness.
So then, are you predicting that Ant gets past SGA? Is that your prediction, Vio?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
I have Ant getting past Steph and the Joker. I don't see the Thunder getting past Denver.
Okay. Wow.
I got Denver.
Okay.
I got Denver because that Chet Holmgren, Aaron Gordon matchup gonna fuck them up. That the Thunder ain't got the Thunder. That's gonna mess the Thunder up. That is gonna be bad. And the Hartenstein Joker matchup gonna mess them up because you taking him out the paint. He don't know what to do. He like a fish out of water. He can't breathe outside 15 feet. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The Joker gonna take that man out of that comfort zone like a whale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gonna be out of there. And like I said, Aaron Gordon is functional enough to where he gonna make Chet have to play defense, and he's stronger, more girth.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't see how they're gonna go. And also the Nuggets just got too many little pieces. Like, even though nobody gonna stop SGA, they got players to throw on him You know, remember how the Bulls used to do Bill Cartwright? Like remember how the Bulls didn't have no center, but they would throw in
Bill
multiple
Cartwright,
people against.
Luke Longley.
They're gonna do that against SGA. They're gonna do that against SGA. Just throw different defenders at him. And Jamal Murray, you got to guard him. You got to guard him.
Christian Braun, no, I actually am picking the Thunder in that series, but that's okay.
Yeah, and the Thunder never been there. They never been there.
They have not
never been there.
They have not. This is still a relatively young Thunder team.
They've never been there. They're not going to beat them. Like I said,
but I feel like now is their time.
If you stop Jalen Williams, you beat them. That's the key. That's the weakness of the Thunder. They suck is how Jalen Williams play. It ain't about SGA. It's about Jalen Williams. If you stop him, you can beat them.
Because when D gets hot,
Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren got to step up. If those two dudes step up,
that's what I'm banking on.
Aaron Gordon gonna lock his ass up.
That's what I'm banking on.
Aaron Gordon gonna lock Chet Holmgren ass up.
I'm banking on
the
Chet.
Best player sometimes.
Yeah, I'm banking on Chet and Jalen to step up.
We got to keep Chet healthy. Chet, listen, when Chet is healthy. Our problem with Chet is that man cannot stay healthy to save his monkey ass life.
My pick for the Thunder was always emphasis on everyone being healthy. If they're not, then no. But if they are, I like their chances.
And know another thing about different that I like that I saw that we didn't even mention or that came how good DeAndre Jordan comes to play off the bench. Like it gives like Joker can actually rest. He out there dropping dimes like Joker from the top of the key assist.
Yeah, top of the key.
I'm like, what?
Not like Joker, man. He just dropping down.
No.
He's like a Timu Joker, basically.
He gets to that He gets to that high post.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Entry pass. Joker be making the same backcourts. He makes those passes. Like Austin just can't make that pass.
You know, he wore dress, man. So
you can tell he learned. He watched and learned from the Joker every day. He played against him every single day.
Well,
he's gonna pick up something.
He wore that dress in the commercial, so I can't rock with him.
I know. So, yeah. That's another podcast. Another one. Yeah, I'll go ham on that one. But,
all right. I guess we could talk about the second rounders, like the second round series in the NBA that are finalized. So, seems we already talked about the Nuggets and the Thunder. So let's go with the Knicks, I guess, in Boston, because that's the one that everyone is. I know Adam Silver.
Let's go with the one we got tonight, though.
Which one's tonight?
We got Pacers.
It's Pacers and Cleveland. Let's
talk Cleveland. Pacers,
Cavs all day.
Next, I mean, if anyone else has anything else to talk about with the Cavs?
Well, damn.
Cavs in 5.
You got Cavs in 5. I got Cavs in 5. I'll go Cavs. I'll give Pacers 2 games. I'll go Cavs in 6.
Control your dad. Cavs in 5.
Yeah. NFL girl would say you.
It's Cavs in 6. I'm gonna at least give him 2.
I'll give him 2. I'll give
him 2 home games.
Control your dad.
That part, I agree with you on that part because your dad's bugging out.
5.
He's the dad is banned. The dad is banned. Dad can't come to no more playoff games.
Control your dad. I'm being nice. I really want to say sweet. I honestly want to. I really
it's the NBA, BO. That's why I'm not saying sweet.
Wait, you can't give give them 2 games.
I'll say 5.
You can't give them 2 games.
I'm gonna give them 2. I'm gonna give them 1 game because of Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, I'll give them 2. I'll give them at least 2.
Right. Man, you see how the Cavs rolling, man? I'm telling you.
No, listen. They're gonna win. I mean, listen.
Indiana ain't got nothing for them, man. I'm telling you.
So we're giving them
Mobley. Man,
we're giving them. Listen, me and NFL Girl are giving them a backhanded compliment. We're saying that they're going to win at least 2 games.
We said 2. We didn't say they're winning the series. Nobody. No. Absolutely not.
This not Milwaukee though. This not Milwaukee with a broke down Dame.
No. The Cleveland's of all over.
Hey, giving them 2 games is too close for me.
Yeah.
I
give him 1, man. 1.
Oh my goodness.
We're debating on 2 games versus 1 game. I think. Listen, I think Indiana's done enough to earn at least that they can get 2 games. I think.
They just beat a team by them in 50 in the playoffs. G.
Yeah.
Seriously. And like Miami ain't that great. Miami ain't that great, but they do have players on that team. You know what I mean?
The Pacers have players. You're acting like the Pacers have like cardboard cutouts.
Oh man.
Come on, man.
Come on now, Miles Turner.
It's okay. We might get banned
Pascal
from. We might get banned from Indiana now. They may not broadcast.
Aaron Nesmith. Come on now. You just sleeping
okay.
like just
I mean,
totally dismissing that whole squad.
It's okay. Our podcast won't be on in Indiana anymore.
I've
just saying,
never seen a team in my life going scoring runs like that team does, man. Like
Cleveland's legit.
They'll be down by 10, and next thing you know, they up by 25.
No, to your point, VR, I remember when they played Boston, and Boston was up like 22-3 or some shit, and then all of a sudden Cleveland came back and was up by like 15. I'm like, how did that happen?
Yeah, right. So, I'm like, what? Like you the Matrix?
Cleveland is a whole machine. We're not gonna I'm not saying that they're gonna.
We already waited too long on that one.
Okay, so we waste too much time. So the next series. That's why I didn't want to talk about the Cavs series because it was okay. So now the Knicks. We'll get to the one that people really want to talk about. Obviously, the Knicks and the Celtics. So anything? Let's go round table. So NFL girl, what say you about that series? Who do you got, and what things you're looking for in that series?
It should be fun.
It should be fun.
Celtics are going to win it, but it absolutely should be interesting.
Celtics in 5?
No.
Again, I'm gonna say 6.
I'm going.
It's not going to 7. It's not going to 7 for sure. Knicks, and don't get me wrong, I love the Knicks. You understand? I'm a huge Jalen Brunson fan. I love Josh Hart. I love them bringing Cat there. I know Cat was heartbroken that he got traded there or whatever, but watching him being able to adjust and step up this season, playing there in New York, and he picked up a New York attitude now or whatever. So yeah, I love that team very much, but it's the Celtics, y'all. You understand? Like they got good coaching, they got good players. When all of them are healthy, you do not know who's going to go off from night to night. Like you may think it's going to be, Jason Tatum, it ends up being Jaylen Brown. Like that's what I'm saying. And they got good backup pieces as well. You know what I mean? You got good players in Peyton Pritchard, and you got good players in
Derek White and stuff, yeah.
Derek White, Porzingis, the 75-year-old Al Horford is still out there, or whatever. You'll never know when he's gonna have a great game. You understand? So like, it's just like for me, I feel like they're deeper. You understand? Like the starting 5 for the Knicks can go toe to toe, but when you keep deeper into that bench, I think Celtics got it all day.
Okay.
So yeah, I got to take Celtics in that series.
Celtics in 6, you said?
Celtics in 6.
All right.
And I'm being generous.
I know, clearly. Vio, what say you with the Knicks and Boston series?
I'm going to say exactly how it's going to happen. Boston's going to win the first 2 by blow them out.
Okay.
Everybody's going to be talking about how the Knicks should even been around, right? Knicks are going to come back and tie it up. And then all New York fans, New York fans get, and it's two apiece for Boston.
Every time.
Thinking they really got a chance. Think they got a chance, right? It's going to go back to Boston. They're going to beat the brakes off them in game 5. And then game 6 going to come back. Going to be competitive, close. But Celtics going to steal that shit. And that's like you said, it's gonna be a fun series, and that shit gonna be over with. We're gonna be next.
Vio giving game by game.
I just said y'all how it's gonna be.
They'll give a game by game analysis. That's impressive. I like it. Okay, so you still got Celtics in 6, you said. So
yeah, I didn't even give you prediction. I gave you how it's gonna happen.
Okay, fair enough. So you don't even need to watch. You know what, Andrew White, you don't need to watch a series because we already told you what's gonna happen. So you can watch something else.
Look, I make correction. The first game gonna be a blowout. The second one gonna be kind of close, right? They're gonna make the Knicks think they got a chance to go split, but they don't. They go back down to then the Knicks win. Everybody acts stupid, and then like I told you after that, close out.
Fair enough. All right, Smooth. What say you? How do you see the series going?
Celtics in 5.5. I'm not even gonna say 6. Celtics in 5.5.
Not 5.5.
Hey, game 6, the Knicks gonna just quit in game 6.
So the Knicks got a half a game. They got a game and a half. They're gonna get a game and a half.
They'll be down 50 like Miami. They'll be down 50 like Miami. We fucking quit.
Oh my god.
But honestly, right? Celtics in 5.5. I had to say that. It just fell in place. But
of course,
realistically, like Vio said, they're gonna blow them out game 1. It's gonna come down to a situation where it's close, and then Tatum or Brown gonna hit a shot, send them home. Their heart gonna be broken. They're gonna go home. All the New York fans, like Vio said, gonna be all excited. They'll win game 3, but I don't think they'll lose game 4 because what's gonna happen is they're gonna be so high. Win game 3, they're gonna fall back down. The Celtics is still game 4. Come back home. That's why I said 5.5 because I don't really think it's gonna get to 6. So that's why I said 5.5. They'll come back home. Celtics ain't gonna lose at home. So if the Knicks don't beat them twice at home, it might only go 5.
Wow. Okay. You know, I'm different. I'm different from you guys. I'm gonna go the 7-game series. I'm gonna still pick Boston. Actually, I'm still take Boston, but I think it's gonna.
There's
go
no
7.
way it go to 7. It is
I am
not going to 7.
I am gonna pick it. I am going against all y'all.
He's like, are you crazy?
I am crazy.
What Knicks team you been watching this year?
I've been watching this Knicks team. And listen,
the only
Detroit
reason,
took them to 6, though.
I say it too is because Boston is inconsistent, y'all. Now,
I agree.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
So maybe listen,
and all of it been injured this year.
They catch the Knicks. They catch Boston napping a little bit. That's my only thinking. But I feel like the Boston will still win the series. I don't think the Knicks will beat them. So Knicks fans are bugging out thinking that they're going to beat Boston. They're not beating Boston in a 7-game series. But I would still.
I just want to see them Knicks fans get that false hope.
That and then part of my part of my rationale too is I want Knicks to have that feeling like Game 7.
I'm gonna call P and mess with P.
They're at Madison Square Garden yelling.
Oh my God.
They're at Madison Square Garden bugging out, thinking, "Yeah, we got this Game 7. We're gonna win this. We're gonna win this for New York." And then they lose, and then that's what's gonna happen. So that's my prediction of what's gonna happen in Game 7.
That's exactly how they act.
And in my weird way, I want that to happen because I want to see because Knicks fans have been talking a lot of crazy shit. Like a lot of crazy.
They
so I want to kind of see that just come down to earth a little bit. That's all.
Funny.
So it's Game 7. Knicks and Celtics and 7, and Boston and 7. So there you go. That's my prediction. So
I can also see it going 7, and then that last game just be a massacre.
It might be that. It might be a 50. It might be a 40-point loss.
I mean, I'm with Smooth for the most part. I was really trying to be nice and say 6 because Boston is consistent, but he is right about 5. It ain't gonna be as good as everybody think. Put it like that.
You don't think it was? Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be the contrarian. I think
they just went to 6 games with Detroit.
I know.
With 2 players hurt.
I know.
So Detroit had a chance to win that series. So you think they're gonna come to Boston? Boston home chilling.
Detroit should have won this.
They should have won that series. I am not. You're not telling any.
They got people that can stand in front of Brunson. Unlike Detroit.
Now here's the hope. The hope is that New York would have figured that out, and now they realize they got to up their intensity level and play better. That's the hope. They probably won't. They may not.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if hopes and wishes were loaves and fishes, the Lakers would still be in the playoffs. Fuck out of here. We're not doing hopes and wishes, my dude.
That's fine. I'm still going Nuggets at 7.
Fuck out of here.
That's fine.
Nuggets. What do you mean? You mean
sorry. Celtics and things. Nobody.
So you don't believe it. You don't believe it yourself. You talking about the Nuggets. You don't believe it.
I just want to see chaos. I just want chaos. I'm like the Joker. I just want chaos.
Exactly.
I just want chaos. I'm not gonna front. But still in 7. I guess we talked about the Nuggets. So I guess we can go to good old hockey if we want to.
Yeah, let's go
talk
to
about
it.
the hockey. All right. Are we gonna talk about my team or do you want to talk about y'all team?
Hey, y'all gotta
let's talk about your team, man. Let's talk about your team that's 1-12 in closeout games and they got shut out.
2.
They got shut out, right?
2-12, my friend. Get the stats right.
Mike's team out the playoffs?
No.
Who, Edmonton?
Mike, you ain't let me finish. Go ahead. Relax, man. I know you hyped up because they made it to the second round. Relax.
I'm not hyped up yet. Don't do that. Don't speak for me. I speak for myself on this podcast.
Relax.
Go.
So when they put that stat on the screen, 1-12, and they go out there and get shut out, that's when I text you, right? Like, please, man, please do not go 1-13 in closeout games, right? So I'm excited for you guys, right? You made it to the second round, and now you got the Panthers.
We do.
Y'all the higher seed, so y'all should have the advantage, right? But because y'all haven't been there in a while, who knows what's going to happen?
I mean, I would listen.
How's my pick doing?
Your pick, listen. Your pick rose from the ashes like the Phoenix because they were down 2-0 and now they won the series.
Don't they got the best hockey player in the best hockey player, don't they?
Real quick, Mike.
Is that what he does?
Yes.
But Mike, we was on a podcast. You said you guys was going to win in 5. And actually, our Caps won in 5. You guys had to go to game 6.
We did have to go to game 6.
You realize that? Because y'all was up 3. Y'all was up 3-1, right?
No, we're 3-0. I know you're trying to be slick because you know the stats. Don't act like were you doing? You know the stats. You were prepared. So don't sit there and pretend like
I'm only going by what you said, though, right? Did you say that?
No, I said 5. I absolutely said 5. I said 5.
Because
listen, in fairness, I thought it was going to be 5. I thought game 5 we were going to win, and then we got shut out 4-0, and I lost my shit. I'm like, what are we doing? But that's in the past.
Well, I'm glad your team advanced, Mike.
Thank you. Appreciate some love.
All in all, man. All in all, hockey has been great. This playoffs has been wonderful. This first round was
so good.
Awesome. Even though the Caps won 4-1, it still was a great series.
No, the Caps series was. I'll give you
great. They don't promote hockey well enough, man.
We were just talking about that.
We don't do
literally just talking about that.
Like they game one. They game ones are like the NBA's game sevens. You know what I'm saying?
The problem is, you know why?
That intensity that they get in hockey is awesome.
1,000%.
It's on TBS and TNT. That's why.
Yeah. So NHL, y'all need to do better, please. Y'all need to promote it better.
The game one intensity is like a game. I watched the hockey series, I can't remember, a couple of years ago, and it was fun watching it because it's just intense, dog. It's beautiful.
It's like playoff. It's like playoff baseball. It's like playoff.
Yeah, definitely.
I tell people, listen,
baseball.
That's why I tell y'all. If y'all I understand not wanting to watch 82 games, or in the case of baseball, 162 games. I understand that, but please check into playoff baseball. Please check into playoff hockey. Is fucking amazing. You are missing out if you do not watch playoff hockey, because you are going to see some fiery,
I start watching because we start winning.
With Blackhawks. Listen,
Blackhawks are terrible.
Y'all be fine. Y'all gonna be fine.
They'll be fine in the
future.
When
we was winning, the city was lit.
Yes,
they were gonna get lit. And so yeah. So you're asking me about the Panthers?
No. We still have another game tonight. We still have the Blues and the Jets tonight, right?
Oh, the Jets are losing that. I'm picking the Blues. The Jets.
You taking the Blues over the Winnipeg Jets?
The Jets have been inconsistent.
Yeah, you've been saying that.
I can't, in good conscience, choose them, bro. Like they've just been. They should have been 7. Bro, they were the best. They had the best record in the NHL. They should not. There's no reason they should.
Why did this series go to 7?
Thank you.
I agree. I agree. They had the best record in NHL. What are we doing?
I can't. I can't
pick
the
them.
That's why hockey is hockey, right? It's unpredictable.
Because it doesn't matter.
Because you could get penalties and stuff like that. Power plays, and you can score real quickly. That's why NHL.
Because I also feel like when the Blues won Game 2 in Winnipeg, that's when the series to me shifted. Because I remember the Game 1 was back and forth, to Vio's point. It was like a Game 7. It was back and forth the whole damn game. And then Game 2, St. Louis won. And then I think that's when they got their confidence. Like, we can beat this team. We got a good goalie in net. We can beat this team. And that's what now. I mean, I can't pick the Jets. As much as Canada, I get it. The way they've played, I can't.
But even last night,
they've been disappointing.
Even last night,
I just miss it all the time.
Yeah. Even last night, with that team scoring 4 goals in the third
Dallas Stars.
The Dallas Stars.
After being down 2-0.
Yeah, who won that game? Who won that?
Dallas Stars won.
They were playing Colorado, right?
They were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, McKenna. Yeah, listen.
So normally after 2 periods, man, and it's you down 2-0, that's kind of like you don't know what's going to happen. For them to score 4 goals was amazing, and that's why hockey playoffs is amazing.
I mean, listen, the New Jersey Devils and the Carolina. I mean, Game 7. That was probably the second best series because the second best Game 7 because the Devils were up 3-0 and like they got 3 goals within the first 5 minutes of the game, and then all of a sudden Carolina just comes back and then it goes to double overtime and then Carolina wins.
Yeah, Vegas series was dope too, though.
Vegas series was dope. I mean. So Vegas, I mean, yeah. So I mean, the Stars game, we can talk about that one because that game was dope.
That game was good.
It was a really good game. I mean, Mikko Rantanen went from Colorado. He went from the Colorado Avalanche earlier in the year. They said, you know what, we can't sign these to long-term deals, so we're trade you to the Carolina Hurricanes. Trade to Carolina, stayed there for a month. They tried to get a long-term deal. He was like, I'm not sure. So you know what, fine, we'll just trade you to the Dallas Stars, another playoff team. And then now he goes and plays his former team in Game 7, scores 3 goals, has 4 points in 1 period, which is just insane. So kudos.
Yeah, that was a dope game, man.
That was a really dope game.
So good.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm like, that's tough.
I picked Colorado, so I was dead on. I was wrong. So.
Ain't they the champs? Ain't Colorado the champs?
No.
No, Florida.
Vegas.
No, Florida.
Florida. My team is. We're playing the champs.
Florida's the champs.
Yeah.
From last year. Florida Panthers are the reigning champs.
That's right.
Yeah.
Who they beat?
Florida beat Edmonton. They beat Edmonton last year. Same Game 7.
Okay.
Because actually Florida won the first 3 games, then Edmonton won the last 3.
I remember that.
And then it went to Game 7. And Connor David ran out of gas at the end, even though everyone was killing him.
Connor David, that's my guy. That's my second guy.
Yeah, listen.
I'm a Blackhawks guy, but I mean, right now, we dead in the water, face down. We'll just go ahead and pull for.
Well, I mean, kudos to the Edmonton Oilers because I thought they were not going to win that series. So the fact that they won 4 straight,
Ooh,
someone on the Kings needs to get fired because this is the 4th straight year you've lost to the same team in the playoffs. Someone's got to get fired.
Hockey is different, man. Hockey is different. You get the momentum. Hockey is different, man.
But Smooth, they've lost to them 4 straight years.
4 years in a row, Smooth. Yeah,
someone's got to get fired.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Someone's got to lose their job. I don't know who, but someone got to get fired.
No, but in hockey, man, once that momentum starts going your way, it's tough.
Well, it just took them it took Edmonton changing their goalie because that's what we said, goaltending, and then all of a sudden,
goaltending play, man, is just so major in hockey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I also think Edmonton's strategy is they're just trying to get on the offensive end. They're not trying to have them save too many, so they're just trying to be more aggressive offensively and say, okay, Picker, just save what you can, but we're just going to be in the defensive zone as much as possible. So you don't got to do much.
You can't win that way, man.
I don't disagree with you.
You can't run up the score like that.
No, you're not wrong. I think that's because most of the games they outshot the Kings, and I think that's why that's what they were trying to do. I think because he was leaky, he still gave up 4 goals in their final game. They just scored 6. Right. So you know what I'm saying?
That way, man.
No, I don't. That way. I mean, if they play Vegas that way, they're probably gonna lose.
They're gonna lose.
They're gonna lose.
It's not even
Vegas can score. Yeah. Vegas can score, and they got pretty good goal play. You ain't gonna run up and down. You ain't gonna run up and down.
They just won it not too long ago.
Vegas won it 2 years ago. So and Vegas is deep. Vegas got 4 lines. They can.
I do know they got a score. I do know that.
Yeah. So I mean,
and they fast. So you know when you got fast guys, that changes the whole momentum.
Yeah, because the Kings were big. Those guys were all big. Those guys are like 6'2", 6'3". They're like damn near power forwards and shit.
And for our Caps, we got big maulers, right?
You do.
We're not fast, but we got big maulers that will hit you, will push you around, and we'll try to move you out of the way.
So what's your prediction? All right, so what's your prediction, Smooth, for the Caps in the Carolina series?
Don't do that.
4-2, man.
Okay.
So, let's go.
And 6.
So in 6.
Let's go.
And then Furgo, you're picking them in 6 as well?
Absolutely.
6. I'm going with Ovechkin too.
You see Ovechkin off in the power play smack.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And I told you see Tom Wilson get a dude so amped up, he came into the fucking bitch.
Whatever team got Ovechkin, I'm going for whatever.
Ovechkin's a beast. I'm just asking. I was just asking.
Whoever got Ovechkin, they're gonna win.
Yeah, Ovechkin. No, they're legit. I mean, right now, I mean, as good as Carolina's been, I think. I mean, Washington right now is playing really, really good. Lights out. So
absolute
I can't.
Lights out.
That dude been good for a long time. Ovechkin. I think he's been good for
20 years. My man been in this league for 20 years.
I'm talking about that dude ever since. Long time, man.
I know, and he probably could still go another year or 2, maybe. Depending on how long he wants to play.
They talking about him going for 1,000 goals. Because he almost at 900 now.
Oof.
Wow.
He'll probably get it.
He's at 897, y'all.
Wow. Probably get it.
Yeah.
So there's a possibility he can get to 1,000.
That's crazy.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll go to my team last, so we can talk about my team. My prediction. God. This. I'm gonna
go ahead, say it.
I'm gonna go Leafs in 7. Leafs in 7. I gotta pick I gotta ride with my team. I can't not. I'm not gonna pick the fucking Panthers. Fuck that team.
The defending champs.
The defending champs.
I'm gonna go in Toronto just because Mike liked them.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, listen.
At least I can do is support the team. You don't know shit. At least support.
Listen. That being said, Smooth. To your point about Florida, all valid points. Can't take nothing away from Florida. Legit team. They're deep. They're scrappy. I mean, I thought that they were going to beat Tampa, even though that they were the lower seed. Everyone was picking Tampa. I was like, no, Florida's going to win that series. So, and Florida's deep as hell. They're scrappy. So I can't. Their goaltending's legit. So it's going to be a hard ass series.
Facts.
Hopefully the Leafs don't sit there and play around because I'll say this, if they play how they played the last couple games against Ottawa, they're going to get their ass handed to them against Florida. They don't stand a snowball chance in hell if they play like that. They got to play how they play the first 3 games against Ottawa. They play like that, I give them a shot against Florida. But they play like game 4 and 5 against Florida, no. They will get.
Y'all at home the first game. The first game won't be pivotal. I want to see what happens tomorrow.
I agree because
work on your goaltending. That is your biggest weakness. The
goaltending was solid.
That nigga need to be.
The goaltending was
Well,
soft.
when you lose you the
games.
game right there.
Facts.
No, and in Florida, no. You gotta be, your goaltending has to be on point.
And the Panthers,
they can score.
They can score, and they coming at you.
And they got waves. They're deep. They got
So
it's gonna be,
if your goaltender is suspect, man, it's over.
Yeah, that's where I think, again, he played well the first 3 games. Like he gave up.
He did.
And then I don't know what happened. He just all of a sudden couldn't stop letting people in.
But they played against a team that wasn't scoring that much though. So that's the thing, right?
Well, he scored. I mean, no, he gave up. Okay, he gave up 6 goals in 3 games. In the 2 games he lost. They gave up 4. Like he gave him 8 in 2 games. So that's not great.
The Panthers are averaging like 4 goals a game, right?
At least.
That's what.
Yes. At least on average, at least 4 goals. Yeah.
So that means it's going to be pressure on your goal.
No, I don't disagree with you. Absolutely.
So, and I saw your team, right? Your team has great players and stuff like that. But y'all wasn't putting that much pressure. Like I saw Florida, the way Florida was putting pressure on them, I said, man.
Now, you know what? Not consistently.
Not consistently.
No,
right?
I agree with you there.
I've seen y'all put pressure on teams, but not like Florida.
Not like Florida, no.
Florida's coming.
Because
they're the champ. And
they're the champs.
Yeah. So they know how to play.
That's why I'm hoping that it'll work against them, because they're tired. They've been in the Stanley Cup playoff the past 2 years, and they're going to be worn out, and they don't have any left in the tank.
That's their motivation. They the champs.
They are, and they're trying to. They try to repeat.
So
listen, they got it.
That's a hard team to beat when they have that motivation.
I'll say this too. I feel like we're gonna, even though we have home ice advantage, we got to get a game in Florida. I feel like to really get serious.
Agree.
I feel like if
you can't lose one at home.
No, I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is we got to get one.
You guys, they got win down in Florida
I feel like we got to get it.
Yeah, I know y'all got to win there, but you better worry. Hope they don't win.
Oh no, home is given. I say that from home is being.
They might come out and get y'all ass whooping and take game 1 and be like, look at this, a whole different series.
I'll give you context to your point. No, I'll give you credit right there, because I remember Florida was like the low seed a couple years ago, and they went to the Stanley Cup the first time, and we played them in the second round, and everyone thought, oh, we won Florida, we're gonna beat Florida. Florida's the low seed, we're gonna beat their ass. No, we didn't. We got 1 game, because they came into our house, both games, whooped our ass. We whooped our ass game 3. We beat them game 4. They came back here, whooped our ass game 5. So trust me, we better not.
I'm gonna go with y'all, Mike. I hope y'all do it, Mike.
Hey, I'm hoping.
Go ahead, NFL girl. Go NFL girl. I go last.
All right, go ahead.
And you want me to pick this series?
No, listen. You really want me to pick this? You can pick the series. You can pick Florida if you want. I know you're gonna go Florida. That's fine.
Oh, I'm good taking Florida in the sweep. I'm sorry, but your goaltending is suspect as hell. He is pissing me off.
That's the wrong thing to be suspect is goaltending. Now, I don't know much about hockey, but I do know that goaltending makes a big ass difference.
He does.
Oh man.
Listen, you should not have been struggling against the damn Ottawa Senators.
Agreed.
Let me emphasize that again. You was not playing the Canes. You was not playing the Panthers. You wasn't playing my Caps. You were playing the goddamn Ottawa Senators in y'all struggle. You understand? That's why a team like the Florida Panthers, the Canes, whoever, I would be genuinely concerned. And that's why with your goalie playing the way that he played, in particular in those last two games,
yes, I agree.
I'm terrified against, especially like I said, if you're struggling against the Senators, what are you going to do with a power team like the Panthers, who can score off every line? You understand? They got to score on every line.
They do.
And y'all got shut out, man. And y'all got shut out. So that right there,
that concerned me.
Like concern.
No, listen. Your concerns are valid. I'm not going to sit here and say that y'all are wrong completely. I guess Smooth, you're going Florida as well.
Yeah, of course.
Are you doing this? Are you doing sweep, or are you going to give us a game?
I'm not going to do. I'm not.
Oh, thank you. At least you're kind enough not to.
4-1.
4-1. Oh, you gave us a game. Well, that's nice, man. Okay.
I'm fine being a hater. I'm fine being a hater.
Listen. I can't.
I'm just being realistic. The goalkeeping has been. Your goalkeeping is. You cannot have bad goalkeeping in Florida. You can't.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you
can't
be
like being in the NFL and can't stop the run in the playoffs.
Right.
That part.
Also, Mike, you got shut out.
We did.
How many teams got shut out in this playoffs?
Not many.
That's what I'm saying. So you cannot be a team that got when you getting shut out with
all by lower competition. No,
you can't do that, man.
I would normally be upset or bothered with what NFL Girl said, but all your points are valid, and Smooth, your points are valid as well. I can't even say that you got, because honestly, that series bothered me towards the end. Now, listen, we luckily won game 5 or game 6. Sorry, like luckily, like I wasn't impressed at all. Like it wasn't like we dominated. It was we scored the first 2 goals, then they scored, then we scored, then we got a empty net goal. So it wasn't like we dominated. It was just like a back and forth game, which concerned me because, to your point, like even with your series, you guys, it was 4-1. Montreal played competitively, but you guys were the better team, and you showed that throughout the series that you guys were the better team.
Exactly.
The Maple Leafs were kind of playing around. Like they were like, yeah, we're better, but we're just gonna like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like the way they played. And Brandon, now they're going against Florida. Hopefully their antennas are up. It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But again, they can't get shut out, obviously, because they went win.
Where did that name Maple Leafs come from, man? I'm just curious.
It's the flag, or it's Canada flag, so it's based off that. But I'll look at it. Don't worry. I'll do some research next week and get the real stuff.
I really want to understand.
That's my Cliff Notes. That's my Cliff Notes answer right now. But I'm gonna do some sleuthing and find that out. So yeah. But no, your concerns are valid. I'm still gonna roll with my team, the Maple Leafs.
You gotta roll with your team, right? I'm not saying pick against your team.
No, of course not.
I'm gonna roll with them too, man.
Me and Vio, we got the Leafs, baby.
I'm rolling too, man.
Vio, you gonna pick them in 7 or 6?
I feel like in order. Let's see. Since y'all have home court,
we do have home ice.
Home ice. I expect to go 6.
Okay.
Because I think what's gonna happen, I think y'all gonna split the first 2, and I think y'all gonna split the next 2.
Yeah.
And I think y'all gonna probably close them out on the road.
Okay.
It's game 6, right? That's what I think.
I like it.
I don't think it's going 7.
I like it. I love that. Favorite pick so far.
I think they're gonna be so good to take one of the first two.
Yeah.
But I have enough faith in y'all that y'all gonna come back with some pride and split it.
Absolutely.
Going back there.
That's
you know what I mean? So that it evens it up. And then it kind of and y'all win game 5 at home, and then miraculously you'll win it. Yeah. I think if it goes 7. I think if it goes 7, y'all might lose.
No, I don't want to go 7. I'm picking game 7 because I have that much respect for Florida.
Because if it's game 7 and they the champs, they back against the wall, they probably
they've been in a game 7 in Syria.
You know what I'm saying? So I think y'all best bet is to close them out early. If y'all let it get to game 7, I think they're gonna beat y'all.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I'm giving them game 7 because I have respect enough for Florida to give them game 7. I wouldn't disrespect them.
So VO, they play tomorrow, right? They play tomorrow at 8:00.
Yeah.
Oh God.
If you see tomorrow and that goalkeeper is suspect, are you gonna change your pick or you gonna keep it?
Well. Remember, I give Florida 1 game, so I'll see if it.
He got 1 game to have a football again.
Well, the next game is suspect. I can't change my pick. I already picked him, so I'll just be wrong.
I'll just be listen. If my team loses, we can have.
Fall on your sword. Fall on your sword.
I have fallen on my sword so much.
I'm a Bulls fan. I've been wrong many times.
Listen, I've fallen on my sword a lot, so it's okay. It's okay to fall on my sword.
It's fine.
I'm used to it. As a Maple Leaf fan, I'm used to falling on swords, so it happens.
I'm a roll with Mike because it's lonely in here for him. So
it's lonely.
You need to. I'm be homeboy.
I appreciate it. I know. Listen, your Caps are doing good. I mean, your Caps are probably going to win y'all series. I would be shocked if y'all lost y'all series. So y'all
thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Y'all definitely get the Eastern Conference Finals.
I want to say this real quick. I missed last week, but I want to know from y'all real quick.
Sure.
Real quick. Because I know y'all talked about this. Y'all talked about the NFL draft, but I just wanted to know from y'all, just 3 things, three quick picks. I know y'all can think of the best pick, the most surprising pick, and the worst pick.
Ooh. Okay.
So
you go first, Vio.
I'm going last.
I gotta think about these ones.
We talked about this last week. As well. So
I want to hear
y'all first, Mike. Go first, Mike.
I forgot which ones I picked.
Because I really was looking forward. Look, I don't know what happened last week, but I really was looking forward to getting on here with y'all to talk about this.
Okay,
I know what y'all thought.
I got 2 bad picks, right? The first pick is Jackson Dart, right? Going back into the first round against Jackson Dart because you could have stayed at 40 and still got him. And the second pick was New Orleans picking that dude Stout, who's 25 years old, with a wife and a kid and gonna be 26 before the season starts.
The quarterback?
Yeah.
The one that looked like
Stop.
So and listen, the best pick, I think, Jacksonville jumping up and getting Travis Hunter was something that nobody saw happening. They said there was going to be some motion, but nobody saw that. He was the best player in the draft, so I think that was the best pick.
They team been full of surprises already because they had a dude to say, "Yeah, I'll take a job." No, I won't. Oh, you go fire him? Okay, I'll come back. Like they don't shit be crazy. So for them to trade up, just make ads to the Waters of they off season, they just crazy at Jacksonville. We don't know what they doing over there. They drinking.
Yeah, and then I think also Green Bay taking a wide receiver in the first round. What was that? You haven't done that in years, and you take this guy. He's not a game changer.
And then Golden of all the receivers in the first round. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I like Golden.
You already had 4 receivers
Golden,
over
but
there.
he was not a WR1, and he's definitely wasn't worth the first round pick.
And you got 4 receivers over there that was complaining about not getting the ball. You take another receiver. What are you doing?
He might be better than all of them though.
It's possible.
That's my opinion. I think Marcus Golden.
But he's not a game changer. I think he's too small. He's not a game changer, to me.
Because I thought Xavier Worthy was gonna be garbage. It was nice.
Yeah.
Only that was I think that's just because of Travis Kelce and then Rice going down. If those guys went down, I don't think
man. It's cold, man. I'm like you though. I don't know what Green Bay should have picked, but I ain't gonna argue with you. If you definitely say, hey, because you definitely gonna hear me say, no, that's wrong. I probably agree with you. I probably agree with y'all, man. But
so that's and I don't know what Pittsburgh was doing.
Yeah, I was thinking Pittsburgh was.
I don't think Pittsburgh knew what Pittsburgh was doing.
I mean, I didn't mind the D tackle pick, but I just felt like you could have got it. I would have rather get a quarterback at that point.
Because you still waiting on Aaron Rodgers right now.
That's basically.
And Aaron Rodgers can still, at this point, decide that he's going to retire. Correct. Aaron Rodgers has not made a commitment either way that he's going to retire or play.
I look at it a different way, y'all. I guess because I'm such a Mike Tomlin supporter that I feel like I get paid to defend the guy. but you know what, NFL girl, y'all think about this, y'all. I look at it as there's some good quarterbacks coming out in next year's draft, aren't they? I think they're better. I think the quarterbacks in next year is better than this year's, if I'm not mistaken, right?
But VO, you can't trade for DK Metcalf and have Mason Rudolph.
No, but I mean, but we don't know if they know the plan already. Maybe they know.
So
right? We don't know. We don't know.
So are you thinking they're tanking? They're intentionally doing this to tank?
No. I'm saying DK Metcalf can't argue with nobody. He shouldn't give a fuck who the quarterback is. He got paid. You know what I mean? So on his aspect, he can't say nothing. But look, I'm thinking, I kind of see the vision of the Steelers. Look, you have to have somebody to replace Cam Hayward, bro. Like Hayward, that is the rocket solid of that defense. That's the Steelers defense is all about everything. It ain't offense. Like they really pride themselves on the defense. Like they'll get the quarterback later, but I think you could get somebody probably late in the first round that's better than what you would have gotten in this year's draft from the class I see coming out next year. And then you already got DK. And then Mason Rudolph, he's not great. But, I mean, do you really think he's going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not. And I like the running back they got. Didn't they get Caleb Johnson from Iowa?
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Ooh, man. So,
but in that division, you got to score. You got to score with Burrow coming back. Lamar Jackson,
look. I see what they're gonna do. Look, they're not trying to win the Super Bowl, and even if they have a bad record, y'all, it could work in their favor. They could get a higher pick. Maybe there is a better quarterback. Who's know? Arch Manning might come out. We don't know.
We don't know what Arch Manning is, though. We don't know when none of these quarterbacks are going to be.
We got hope
But we thought he was going to be great, and he went almost the last pick.
Wow. But I'm just saying, I guess the point I'm trying to make is the prospect gonna be the same this year as next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I might as well just build my team and make it better or all around and get me a player that I know I need. That I may not find no defensive tackle next year in the draft. You know what I mean? Not like this guy. That guy's a beast. He moves furniture. He moves furniture. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude is good. You know, he was really supposed to go earlier. I saw on PFF he was predicted to go higher. He just dropped.
Right.
So I like the move. But I think that they're looking for a quarterback next year. I don't even think that because DK, like you said about DK, it would be easy for him to say that if he'd been on a team. But nigga, you just got there and signed the deal. So you can't say no.
Then you got the other guy on the other side as well. You got 2 diva receivers. You can't just bring no Mason Rudolph and then they run him out of the locker room.
Man, George Pickens is on his way out the door. He can't say nothing. Nigga, you did not blocked. Dropped key passes, been injured a lot. What kind of leverage you got? Who office you gonna go and talk about you want something, man?
Petty ass been deleting and refollowing his team. Boy, what is you doing?
They said the Cowboys, and dumbass Jerry Jones had interest in them.
That sounds like a Jerry Jones type of move.
That's probably why they got DK Metcalf, because they probably figured we don't have to be hostage to this fool.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I understand your points. I think the Steelers because again, I mean, you're basically just punting this season. So this season is a wash. You kind of just conceded that this season you're kind of competing, but not really. You know what I mean?
And is the AFC Central really that tough? Because I feel like none of those teams have really gotten better. Like, I don't feel like any of those teams are really that much like Cincinnati, Cleveland, and the Baltimore. I mean, shit, Baltimore has kind of hit their ceiling to me.
Yeah, I mean, Cincinnati. I think that pick kind of confused me. I didn't like.
If you're the Steelers, you kind of like we could be at 500 and still have a chance. You know what I mean? Like, we don't really need to go out there and overpay. They have a strategy, dog.
I mean, I agree with you, but with the Ravens getting Starks, that just helps out Hamilton in that back end. That's a big
but that ain't gonna help Lamar not win in the postseason.
It's not. It's not. And Lamar can't beat Mahomes. And now he can't.
They got nice defensive players every year. Every year they draft, they find somebody nice. They do that all the time. They've been doing that for 20 years. But can Lamar Jackson get his ass over the postseason? That's what
I agree.
You know, that's the issue.
So from that standpoint, where Cincinnati still can't stop nobody because their defense is terrible. Cleveland is Cleveland drafting Dylan Gabriel before you draft Shador. What are you doing?
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? So from that standpoint, you make a great point with the Steelers. But what I don't like about waiting, you don't know what those prospects are going to be next year. Even if it's not better, you might be in the same position again and take somebody and they turn out to be a flop. So
sometimes there's only been one quarterback in the last 4 years that we seen drafted did anything. Out of all these quarterbacks that we just seen got taken in the last few years, Mike. We've only seen a hand, maybe 2.
I agree.
How many?
I agree 100%. But why not just take Sanders and try him out? If you want to in, you could have just took Sanders and tried him out at least.
Maybe I don't want to deal with his dad and his entourage. Maybe I don't need that kind of like.
But this is Mike Tomlin, man. Mike Tomlin's not gonna let that happen in his life.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Mike Tomlin don't want no circus either. I think drafting.
What you think Aaron Rodgers is going to bring in there?
What?
That man has brought a clown show everywhere he has gone.
I agree with y'all. I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about Shador is going to bring drama because he's going to bring his daddy. Aaron Rodgers is a whole ass problem.
So which clown show do you want? Yeah. Do you want the Aaron Rodgers clown show?
Do you want the 40-year-old?
No,
maybe look at another year, 2 years.
What the first idea I said? Play Mason Rudolph, lose, give me a nice pick, go about my business.
All right, fair enough. Okay, so you're banking.
But see, what they did was they screwed over Justin Fields last year, right?
Yeah,
they screwed over Fields, so Phil said, "Forget you, I'm gonna go to the Jets," because they offered him a contract. But you want to put Russell Wilson in the game after I was winning. I was winning games before.
I need a guy that can make a deep, accurate pass, though. I need a guy that can throw the ball accurate, deep, though.
So now they have nobody, though.
Yeah, Mason Rudolph
He can.
Not consistently.
I mean, listen,
watching him as a Titans fan. I didn't say that he was a great quarterback. Y'all noticed that?
I know what you said.
I just said he can throw the deep ball. That's all I said.
It might be
to the deep ball.
It might be the wrong. It might be to the defender, but at least he threw it deep.
Yeah.
He got out of harm's way.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
See, y'all gotta say it. Don't take what I say. Keep what I say in context. You can throw it.
It's all context. No, I think to the pick that I didn't really care for that much was Cincinnati's pick, because again, I don't feel like they did anything to.
What did they get? I can't remember.
They got Shamar Stewart, the defensive end from Texas.
You know what, dude? I think that guy is overrated, but that's another story.
No, because they're basing him off potential and his traits and his.
Oh man, that guy he gonna be one of them that's gonna be another team in 2 years.
Or 3, whatever. But yeah, that's my pick. That was the worst one. I didn't really care.
I like. Who's the best one? Who you like is your best?
I'll go Cam Ward. I'm biased.
Oh yeah, y'all love that for y'all. You know what I do hate though is that I don't like how they didn't give that guy his shine. Like they were too much worried about Shador. He deserved his shine.
That's the least talked about number 1 pick ever.
And he's gonna be.
And that's so sad.
Mike, that's what you want though. Mike, he gonna work like a dog. Go watch.
That's what I prefer. I don't need. Listen. If you want to talk and blah 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 blah, fine. But you got to put in the work.
He gonna come out like a dog. I like him.
Yeah, but Cam Ward, I'm not worried about. Yeah,
he was
a 0-star athlete though. A 0-star athlete coming into college, going to pick yourself up to be the number 1 pick.
He started off here and then Connie Word in San Antonio.
Yeah, there you go. And now he's the number 1 pick. Whereas was it DJ Uyunglele, the guy from Clemson? Then he went to Washington. They went to smooth college team, Florida State, and now you can't even draft him. And he was a 5-star. He was one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Can't even draft him. Couldn't even draft him if you wanted to. If you want to, you're crazy. So, what about you?
Yeah, girl. What about you? Who's your best and worst pick?
Best is still Jacksonville jumping up to get Travis Hunter because they had need both in secondary and they on both sides, and they got that player that can play both ways or whatever. They addressed, two needs with 1 pick. So love that pick for them. I didn't like the Marcus Golden pick because I didn't think Packers should pick a receiver right there. Cowboys, I'm disappointed in them because they are the ones that probably should have picked Marcus Gold because
they do what they do. They do what they do.
Do what they do every fucking year.
Listen, their offensive line is stout now.
They just did that every year. They do that.
They just did that though, right? They're gonna do the same thing over. They did that with Frederick and all them. What did that get them? They didn't even get to an NFC championship. So why would you do the same thing?
Exactly.
Probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand that they went safe. You get offensive line there, but the whole problem is that you need a receiver on the other side. You're leaving CeeDee Lamb out there, in an island by himself because your WR2 is trash. No offense. Y'all take that however you want.
Who's the receiver too? I don't even know.
We don't know. Suspect.
Stafford.
Jesus, okay,
I can't even name their WR2.
When you go on Madden, they don't have the name. It just say WR number 2.
Like how they did in Madden 98 where they have like the
yeah. When they don't know, they don't know. Yeah.
Like Randy Moss was receiver 18 because they didn't have his name right yet. So that's what Cowboys.
No, it's gonna say place your name here. That's what I'm gonna say on the back of the jersey.
And you put your own name in.
Create a player. Create a player.
Player 2. Player 2. So that kind of blew me. And then again, like with the Cleveland thing, why would you draft 2 QBs there? They got 5 quarterbacks. And do you understand that? They got 5 quarterbacks now there. What are we doing?
I know why.
Please, Vito.
Okay, go ahead.
Explain to us.
Dylan Gabriel was Kevin Stefanski's pick and the coaching staff. Shedeur Sanders was the owner's pick.
That probably makes sense.
Yeah.
It still don't make sense though.
I mean, it makes sense in their like weird, stupid brain. I can understand what Vito's saying. It doesn't make sense logically. Like, no.
Because you can't because Kevin Stefanski can't go to the owner and say, well, I already drafted Dylan Gabriel. You know what I mean? And he can't say, well, I already got Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. That man's gonna be like, God damn it, if you don't draft Shedeur Sanders in the next 5 minutes, you will be fired. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like that's the argument he's gonna go to him with. Kevin Stefanski's gonna go to the owner and say, look, you want me to draft Shedeur? I already got Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dylan Gibson, and he's gonna be like, and do what I say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Figure it out.
And you give me a chance to get on Hard Knocks. And not only do you give me a chance to get on Hard Knocks, we get all the buzz now because everybody's gonna know where he's gonna be in that quarterback competition. That's
They're gonna be talking.
That's gonna be the biggest topic of the off-season training is that man trying to get that starting job.
I am not watching Hard Knocks. I'm gonna not watch any Shigure.
All for them to end up in last place again.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Really and truly, they should have never let Joe Flacco go.
That part.
He was balling out. They should have rolled that horse.
He won comeback player of the year. You understand?
They should just let him stay.
Right. And then they bring in Jameis Winston, and Jameis Winston, I love him because he's hit or miss. You understand? He gonna win it for you. He gonna lose it for you. And like I said, I love that or whatever. But I think he did fairly well for them last year.
I agree.
And they moved on from him. So what are we doing?
Yeah, Cleveland doesn't know.
They don't know.
Never know. Cleveland never knows.
How's Stefanski still there though? I don't understand that.
Two coach of the years.
Ownership
of the year
trash.
awards, and I think 2 coach of the year awards has bought him some time.
How did he get that though? How did he get coach of the year?
I'm not saying did he deserve. We could split hairs on whether he deserved it. I'm just saying that I think he has that enough for this year. But I think maybe this year he's probably on the hot seat. Maybe.
For sure.
Maybe. They might keep him another year.
They playing musical chairs with the quarterbacks. Musical chairs.
Again, the ownership there is trash.
Yeah.
And and it starts all the way up there. And I've said this a million times, and I'll say it a million more. The Haslams are terrible owners. Period.
To me, why not just draft Travis Hunter and opposed to trading back? Why not go outside the box and do something different? You get another lineman after you play Garrett all that money. Okay, what's that going to do?
Mason Graham's a great. Mason Graham's a great player. Mason Graham's a great player, great interior defensive tackle. But I guess if your argument is okay, we want to fortify the defensive line, fine. But to your point, Smooth, does that move the needle in terms of you winning? Not necessarily.
And they trying to build a new stadium in Cleveland. You get somebody that's going to put seats in those people in those seats.
Yeah,
you get a game changer.
Right.
You saw what Jacksonville did. They bump all that. We're going to trade up and give up picks.
To get the guy because they know they're going to get butts and seats.
That's going to get butts and seats. Exactly. People are going to come to see what Travis Hunter is going to be doing on the next level.
Because otherwise, no one was going to see. If Jacksonville drafted Mason Graham, they'd be like, okay.
Bingo.
I'll come here if I have nothing else to do on a Sunday. But now people will want to go because, of course, if I'm in Jacksonville, I'd absolutely want to go see Travis Hunter.
For sure. And so, like I said, what did Cleveland do that moved the needle that makes you want to go see their games?
That part.
And it's cold in Cleveland. So automatically, do you want to come out your house and go to the game and see that?
Absolutely not.
It is. It's 14 degrees, and at game time, it'll be up to a whole 22. Are you going to sit out there in that freezing ass cold and watch them lose another game?
No.
To the Bengals.
I can stay home and do that.
That part.
Stay home and do that. Well, we lost our friend VO. VO apparently got cut off, so we'll have to continue on without him. But he's with us in spirit for the time being until he magically rejoins, if he does. So the last topic, the semi-last topic, is the topic that I kind of thought about, and I kind of pitched it. Oh,
there he is.
There he is, just on time. VO, your time is impeccable.
VO Walker. He put his last name on that.
VO Walker. So you know.
Hey, my bad. Hey, my phone. It died on me. My fault. My bad.
Yeah, man. Next week, go on your laptop. I'm telling you, it's way better.
Laptop.
I figured it out. It's just it was a setting that's hidden in here, but I found it.
Oh, okay. That's okay. It's all good.
Yeah.
So we're good. We're moving on to the.
You see, I'm back on quick.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah, so I figured it out. I figured that shit out.
So we're on to the semi-last topic of the end of. So I kind of brought this up.
Man, y'all didn't ask me who I like.
Sorry. Who'd you like?
Because you dropped off, man. That's why we asked you.
My bad. My favorite pick, Alfred Collins with the Niners. That's my favorite pick. Least worst pick. Let me see. Minnesota. Whatever they did, it sucked. And my most surprising pick was the Jacksonville trading up.
Yeah.
It was my pick.
Who did Minnesota pick? I forgot who Minnesota.
I like what my Eagles did, getting that linebacker at number 31. I like that.
Oh, yeah. But nigga, we now have the new Justin Smith and Alden Smith? We got the new version this year now. Okay. Y'all know that, right?
He is speaking that into existence now.
Mikael Williams, he reminds you of Alden Smith, and Alfred Collins is just like Justin Smith. That dude takes on triple teams.
Okay. So you feel like that Niners defense is back? We're going to be getting back?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the picks.
The Eagles got that guy in the third round to do Robinson.
Yeah, Ty Robinson from Nebraska is nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
That's what the Eagles do, bro.
And I'm like, how does the NFL let him, who's a really good defensive tackle, slide to the 3rd round? And y'all know, I was hoping my team would even snatch him.
We got that safety in the 2nd round from Texas.
Yeah.
I said Alfred Collins was my favorite pick in the Niners. I ain't gonna lie. My favorite pick was Luther Burden going to the Bears.
I wanted him too.
I love Luther Burden, man.
I do too. I really wanted Luther Burden.
They got the tight end Loveland as well. So
our boy, baby. Yo. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna call it right now. Luther Burden is being Rookie of the Year. I call it.
Ooh, okay.
He might not get enough.
If Caleb Williams can't throw to him, then who gets Caleb Williams throw to?
Listen, Caleb got no excuses now.
He might not get enough. He might not get enough targets. You still got, the guy they picked last year, and you got DJ Moore.
And you got Komet, and you got Colston Loveland. You got 5.
Y'all ever heard the cliche that true talent just shines through? when you're the best, and they see you just shine. Like when they see Luther Burden in camp, y'all, they're gonna be like, shit.
Luther Burden.
RW1. What's the other guy they got over there? Doomsday? Is that his name?
Doomsday.
You be wide receiver too, and DJ Moore. We're gonna use you. You'll still get the ball a lot, but we're gonna use you in a different vicinity. You're gonna get a lot of sweeps. We're gonna use you like Debo.
Nah, that's not gonna happen, man.
No, because DJ Moore, he's that kind of player. They used him like that already. You know what I mean? They was already using him like that. But look, Luther Burden.
They're paying DJ Moore like RW1. So,
but watch, when you see Luther Burden, it's just true talent. It just shines, bro. You're gonna see. Hey guys, y'all find out.
So you think he'll be WR2 on the other side of Roma Dunze, as opposed to, and then move DJ Moore into the slot?
I think that kid is going. It might move a Dunze. I say Dunze is 3. Luther Burden is going to be on the field.
Oh wow!
He is going to be on the field. He really is a top 10 pick.
He should have been.
He really is.
I agree.
He really. I think like how Malik Neighbors was. I expect the same from Luther Burden. I do.
Okay.
That's fair.
The guy returns punts too.
Yeah, he was nice. He was awesome at Missouri. So I can't even say that.
I wish if the 49ers weren't so stupid.
I wanted him at Tennessee with the 2nd round pick, but
man!
Y'all trade out, Mike. Y'all trade out of y'all 2nd round pick, didn't y'all?
I believe we did.
I have so many favorite picks. I like what Smooth did. I like what Mike's pick with number 1. I love NFL girl. I have to say number 1 pick. I guess I got 1A and 1B and 1C.
Yeah.
Them getting Jadaire Barron. Oh,
yeah, that was dope.
I remember you. That was your guy, Vio.
Yeah,
that was your guy. And then
can you imagine? They're gonna have him and Patrick Surtain.
Patrick Surtain on the other side. Yep.
Whoa.
Plus that pass rush is legit too.
Yep.
And then Bo Nix year number 2, right? Yeah. Bo Nix played pretty good, man. Towards once you get to the middle of the season, he was balling.
Man. Oh yeah, Bo Nix was cold. Damn. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't want to sabotage, but I was really wanting to know. I was like, man, I would have asked them what they thought of the draft. I thought this was a really good draft, personally. Mm-hmm. I thought there were a lot of great players, good in recent years.
They dropped down to the 2nd round and 3rd round.
I feel like if you didn't get nobody in this draft, you really wasn't trying.
What's your thoughts on Quinn Ewers falling all the way to the 7th round?
Not surprised.
I like it because he went to Miami, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He might start. He has opportunity.
Tua's.
Tua gets hurt.
A lot.
I hate to say it, he gets hurt.
No, he does.
Like he won't.
Yeah, Tua's damage goods. Damage good.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And he got one more hit, and I think he has to retire.
But I have to give these suckers credit because I don't like them. But like I said, this draft was so good. Everybody had an opportunity. Even if you got a sucky pick, you still got a good pick somewhere in the draft, right? Like the Cowboys, Jaden Blue, the running back from Texas. That's a great pick.
That's a great pick.
You know what I mean?
Actually, their 2nd round pick, the guy from Boston College, pretty good. That corner they got from Eastern Carolina, pretty good. But the Cowboys didn't get no off. But They needed offense. You can't have CeeDee Lamb out there getting triple teamed. And
that was my only point. Yeah.
No, I mean, I agree with that, but I'm just saying, like, the draft was so deep that, like, even they still got a hit. Like, everybody got a hit. You know what I mean? Like you said, they hit with the second round pick. The second round pick was good.
I agree. I agree.
And I think Jaden Blue gonna start because they running backs are Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. I think he could beat out both of them.
And I like Genty going to Las Vegas.
I like Genty.
Oh yeah. See, I said like, everybody got a good.
Even Carolina. I mean, Carolina getting Terrell McMillan was nice too. I like
that was good.
The Rams got our boy Mike Josiah Stewart.
They got Josiah. Yeah.
I mean, dude, every team. I feel like if you didn't get anybody in this draft, you must have been drunk and sleep.
You weren't scouting.
Or you just didn't know shit, or you don't know.
Right.
Like everybody got somebody solid, maybe more than one. You might have got more. That's why the Niners said, shit, we taking 13 of these mugs. Niners said, give me 13. And you know what? And y'all notice what the Niners did? They didn't trade out none of them picks. They picked all of them.
Because, man, y'all needed to, man, with all the people leaving and then retiring and all that other stuff.
All we need to do is retool our defense and we straight. And we did that, I feel like, through the draft. We got 2 stars.
Agreed.
That's what y'all goal was. Y'all had to do that, man.
Mikael Williams and Alfred Collins are going to be awesome with Nick Bosa. On that front line.
Yeah, I do like McKell.
But Nick Bosa got to stay healthy, though, man. Nick Bosa got to stay healthy.
And then CJ Kent, the Indiana dude, Mike, we know about
him.
CJ West. CJ West. That's a big boy.
He is a big boy. Small guy, but he's very big. Yeah, very big.
Yeah, VO. So, VO, like, he got to stay healthy, though. Bosa got to stay healthy. He been hurt the last 2 years. So that's the thing. That's why y'all
I'm going to tell you what I like about – I'm going to tell y'all, too, what I like about the Mikael Williams pick, y'all, and I'll get off of it, is you're not hostage to Nick Bosa. Because let's say
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
This dude's a superstar, and Nick Bosa's older. You can tell him, hey, you know what? Go to the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying. He said
go to the Chiefs.
Yeah, go to They all want to do. They want to leave. So but so that's why I like to pick so much.
Basically, y'all got younger. So that's what y'all basically trying to do. Y'all just got younger, and that's what y'all goal was. Because y'all was older last year, so y'all getting younger this year.
Remember, I told y'all all them dudes. I thought that was good for them to let all them go. That was smart. Because like you said, you retool, you get back to rookie contracts. You don't have to overpay people no more, and you become a contender. As long as you got that core of Fred Warner, George Kittle, and Nick, you know what I'm saying? You good. That's the core. Everybody else come and go.
And then you hope that the draft picks you pick pan out, and then you all good because rookie contract.
Got hit on those. Just got hit on the picks. That's all.
Like last year, man. Like the Philly getting Quinyon Mitchell and those 2 corners, man.
And Cooper
DeJean. And them dudes working out. And so now they're young and they already went to a Super Bowl. Can you imagine?
The fact that they took it, the fact that they hit a home run with saying, all right, Javon Carter, kick rocks. And took a chance on Jalen later on in the draft when he dropped. The Eagles was looking at everybody like, y'all don't want this? Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't want Jalen Carter? Nobody, shit. And they got him, and he got a ring, and that he is like the best player on the defense now. You know what I'm saying?
And then Nolan Smith dropping to the end of the round, and what Nolan Smith did towards the end of the year.
And Kobe Dean ain't even got in yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was in last year. He got hurt.
That's why the 49ers, they took that page out the Eagles. They saw they were like, you don't overpay. That's why I told y'all when they said how y'all feel about them leaving. I was glad because you don't overvalue. Now they got some quality draft picks, like you said, like how the Eagles, they still pay the Jalen Carter on the rookie deal. All the guys on the rookie deal, and they can go get a big time player if they want to.
So that's why they let all of dudes walk. They got rid of Chauncey Gardner Jr. Let him walk. Yep. Because why pay?
Yeah.
We already got. We got Vic Fangio. He gonna put him in good position.
We let him walk, and we still was good.
Well said. I
like teams that do that, but I'm pulling the Eagles, man. The Eagles and the Broncos, like I said, we all know. Titans, I want them to be good too. I think I love Cam Ward.
I love that too.
But I'm gonna take some credit right now because before the college football season started, I was the one talking about Cam Ward. Nobody talked about Miami. Nobody talked about it. I said Cam Ward is the guy. Cause I remember the reason I said it because I liked him And then when I started playing with his ass on NCAA and whooping people's ass with him, he was really on my radar. So I said I like Cam Ward, and he just turned out to be an excellent player, man. So
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the Titans, though, man. I think that he's gonna be in a good position. Y'all just gotta protect him, man. Protect him.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah,
I love him.
Well said. Well said. So we're going to switch gears a slight bit. I want to kind of bring up this stuff. This is based off of actually a post that me and Vio commented on Instagram. The Chicago White Sox new City Connect jersey.
The City Connect,
which is a clean, which not. I'm going to just say this. It's probably the best jersey, if not the best jersey MLB right now. So I wanted to get y'all's take on y'all favorite jerseys. Could be from any league. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Like we can go top 3, top 5, whatever. Not gonna limit y'all. But we're a sport. We talk about sports on here, so jerseys are a part of that. So let's talk about jerseys. So I'm going to go to VO first because I know this is based off that topic. So like I said, right now I think in terms of MLB, I think the Chicago White Sox, and again, it was strategic because their team's awful, and they're like, you know what, we need to get some merch moving, so let's just make a Chicago Bulls.
I'm a Yankees fan. I never buy it. I just say it's clean.
You'll never buy it.
Man, I'm down.
It matches the hat you have on right now.
But it don't match the team. It don't match.
It don't match the team.
It don't match his heart. It don't match my heart.
Y'all know what it is over here.
But
y'all know. Y'all have to know. Smooth. Can you tell them? Y'all know what it is over here.
But VO.
Max Fried, baby.
Let me ask you a question, VO. But you know what, VO? This is what I'm gonna say, VO. That jersey is tugging at. Hold on, VO. That jersey is tugging at your heartstrings because that Chicago print is the same as the Chicago Bulls print. The Chicago
and they both play the same.
And they both and you know what? They actually have the Chicago Bulls championships on the back of their freaking collar. The Chicago Bulls.
Fuck
they
that
are
jersey,
tugging at your heartstrings, VO.
Nah, man, that ain't the Bulls, and they Bulls ain't nothing to be bragging about right now. So they need to stop. They need to stop.
Okay, but VO, what are your favorite jerseys? Like your go-to, like let's say top 3 or 5.
I'm just say number 1. I don't want to take up everybody's time, but my favorite alternate was that Bulls pinstripe, the black when they had the black with the red pinstripes when they won the 70 games.
Yes.
When they brought them out and he had Jordan at them 11s, the black and white.
That's your favorite one?
Oh, it's beautiful.
So that's your number. Okay, number 1. So that's your number 1. That's hands down, nothing even close.
I need that Mitchell and Ness jersey, man. That shit is $300.
It's $400 in Canada. I want that one too, but I can't.
Man, dog, that when the Bulls came out in that yard, like the city was just like, what? That shit was.
That joint was fire.
Man, and Jordan had the 11s. Remember the 11s was already.
Yeah, the Concord.
Like, what is it? Man, when he came, bro, I was like, oh yeah, we win the 70 games.
All right, NFL girl, what say you? Because we were talking about this earlier. So what say you about your jerseys? Could be any league, whatever. What one say you?
I mean, I'm biased, so I'm absolutely going to go with the Nationals cherry blossoms.
Those are cold.
I
have the hat. I still have the hat.
I have my Nationals cherry blossom in the closet right now. It's a picture of me on Instagram in my Nationals.
But they got rid of. Didn't they get rid of that jersey this year though? Like they're not wearing it on field anymore.
I don't think they're wearing it on the field, but that's okay. That's because Capitals picked up, and now the Capitals this season has been wearing their cherry blossom jersey. So they're trying to keep it where they're not all playing it at the same time.
They need to. I disagree. They need to play it all.
I disagree too because I love the cherry blossoms, and I like the Capitals cherry blossoms.
I see the picture with Wale with that cherry blossom jersey, and he had them foams on, them foams, the DMV.
Yes.
Pretty.
Oh.
Yeah, the cherry blossom. Yeah, those are nice. Any others on your list?
On my list, I gotta say, I love the gotta go back old school. Dino, the Toronto Raptors old school Dino, 1990s.
Oh, yeah,
love Dino.
No, I'm gonna bust that out. I'm gonna bust that out on one of the podcasts.
You gotta bring that. If you got one of them, you gotta bust that out.
I'm gonna bust it out. I got a Vince Carter one. I'm gonna bust it out soon.
I love the Dino.
Me too.
Yeah. You got to go old school with that Dino joint. And then
I like Toronto too, but that Dino is cold.
Yeah. That Dino is cold. And then I say, Mike, you and I talked about it earlier, that damn Toronto skyline, that skyline joint for your damn Blue Jays that came out last season is, that joint is so fire, especially when you see I told you it was a baseball photographer who took a photo at night of a Blue Jays game. And I think it was it was a shot behind Vladdy hitting a home run. And you actually see that's the real skyline from the stadium. You can see the needle from inside the stadium. I said, oh, hell yeah. So gotta give y'all, that joint is so pretty.
Clean. It is one of my favorites.
And to hell with your friend that don't like it.
My friend hates that skyline jersey.
To hell with her. That joint is so fire. Oh, one more.
This is hard.
Gotta go to Miami, the Miami Vice, Miami Heat jersey.
Yeah, those are nice.
Those are nice just because it took me back to the 80s and watching Miami Vice back in the day.
Which is a great show. That show one of the greatest shows of all time.
Great shows of all time.
You know. And when they brought out that jersey, I was like, it took me right back to that. So yeah, love that one.
All right, Smooth. What say you? What are your top jerseys?
So for me, of course, the Kelly Green Eagles jersey. Right?
Ooh,
Kelly Green.
Yeah. I have Randall Cunningham. I might bust that out maybe.
The Kelly Green Eagles jersey, right? And then I'm gonna take it to college. I like the Oregon Ducks. The Oregon Ducks.
Which ones?
When they came out with that green and yellow, and then the field was a certain, and when they came out with those, because the Oregon Ducks jerseys are always fresh. So I like those Oregon Ducks jerseys, right?
Right.
And then what's my third one? That's hard. I'll stay with those two for right now.
Stay with those two. Okay. So I think my favorite jersey of all time of Earth is probably I think it was this. I think Atlanta Hawks. Pistol Pete when he was. It was like this blue and the green.
The blue.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I just love that. That's one of my favorite jerseys. NHL wise, they have a lot of really good jerseys right now. Like shout out to the NHL. They're bringing out the '90s jerseys. Like actually, the Chicago Blackhawks is like my favorite jersey.
Just the standard Blackhawks is cold.
Yeah, that one is just. I will get a Blackhawks jersey just because I love the Blackhawks jersey. But one of my favorite jerseys, kind of off the cuff, is the Vancouver Canucks. Their '90s jersey. It's like basically like what's the color? It's like black, red, yellow, white. I don't know what it is about that jersey. I just always love the logo. The logo's dope. Also the Calgary Flames. I love that C with the flame on it. Dope as hell. And the Edmonton Oilers jersey. So I think even that Ottawa's one I love. Montreal's whatever. That's but because I like the Quebec Nordiques. The Quebec Nordiques, their rival back in the day. Their jersey is similar to the Houston Oilers. Oh, I love that. Oh, just beautiful jersey, hands down. But I would say that, and then in NFL, Houston Oilers. I've always loved the Houston Oilers. That blue. I just love that jersey. And NBA, the Atlanta Hawks, Raptors, obviously, Raptors, and also I would probably say the Charlotte Hornets, back in the old school ones too. Larry Johnson.
I forgot one. I like the Mighty Ducks too.
Anaheim Ducks.
You won that one, Yo. You won. You know what? Anaheim, and this goes to another gripe I have with the NHL. Anaheim, you were wearing that jersey. You had that color. You were wearing
the Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks is dope.
And then you stopped. They were wearing, and then they stopped. Why did you stop wearing that color scheme?
Listen, bring them as a throwback. As a retro. You know what I'm saying? Do that. You know how the NFL does the retro ones, and they bring out them horrible old school ones. Or whatever.
Yeah. Some of them are not. Yeah, some of them are trash.
Oh, the Broncos original ones are fucking disgusting. I don't. We don't even gonna talk about those. But the Anaheim, if they bring that back as a throwback jersey that they wear on the field on the ice. Woo.
Oh, actually one more. Actually, y'all Capitals jersey, the one what was it? The blue and the gold one. We're back.
Gold. Yeah, that was dope.
The fact that y'all have a black version of that y'all wore this year.
Fire.
Oh, and I got one more.
Yeah.
I didn't use my two. The old New England Patriots jersey.
The red one?
The guy, the football. The guy.
Oh, yes, the red one.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
That guy. I don't like the Patriots so much, so I was just like,
Hey, I like the red. I like the red jersey.
I like the football guy.
The red one,
but that jersey, that logo's clean though. Like
it is. It's clean.
Yeah, the red jerseys. I always
like. I didn't like the D with the horse star. That is gonna always be the shit to me.
Agreed.
The old orange one, orange. Yeah. I like the helmet. That blue with the blue helmet. Yeah, Denver's
Orange Crush, dog. That's
Orange Crush.
Man.
I can't hate on that.
Fire.
How do you feel with the old school Tampa Bay one, the creamsicle jerseys?
Fire. That cream shit fire.
Love the creamsicle.
Because I know back in the day, people used to shit on that jersey all the time. But now I think people are
saying they look like popsicles out there. But
they did.
Fire.
It is clean though.
Nowadays people killing to try and get them.
The Atlanta Falcons, the ones they won in the 80s, the red with the them was fire.
I actually have the Dion one. I like the Dion. I like the Dion
one was hard.
Yeah, I have the Dion one.
Yeah, this is cold. Man. They had the old school was the shit.
Yeah, was the shit.
Jerseys.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
New Jerseys.
The Utah Jazz with the mountains from the 90s.
Oh hell yeah!
Now their jersey is awful. Listen,
fucking terrible. Their jersey now
Utah
is
Jazz.
awful, but them mountains.
Utah Jazz, please. I implore you. You're getting Cooper Flag this year.
I like the one with the note. The one with the note was cold.
And that one too, yeah.
Yeah, with the note.
Yeah, I can't stand their jerseys.
So
now.
90s with the mounting and the 2000s with the musical note. Both of those
beautiful.
Were gorgeous.
Now
so many cold
the old school Denver Nuggets jersey was kind of dope. The old school Denver Nuggets.
Which one? Hold on. Which one? You're talking about the one with the colors? Or
the one when Moncrief and all the users. Yeah. No, Moncrief was on the Milwaukee Bucks. But I'm talking about the old school Denver Nuggets jerseys. Those were dope.
Yeah, that's the one like where Alex English was there.
Yeah, Alex English. That's
yes. I've been trying to get that one, man.
What's the name? Fat Lever and shit.
Even Dikembe Mutombo wore those same jerseys for his rookie year.
Yeah. Even the Cavs jersey. Remember the Cavs? Their old shit with the blue and orange.
Oh, the blue and orange.
Yeah, dog. With the little basketball in the middle of the hoop. That shit was cold, man.
Oh yeah, I didn't like when they changed to the black. I didn't like the black. I like to your point. I like the blue and orange. That one was way better.
All I know is I'm collecting throwback players, like of all teams. Like this girl was saying, well, you a Bulls fan. Like why you need George Gervin? I said, look, if the guy is a legend, it don't matter.
Yeah, like I
don't care. I don't care. I wear motherfucking Randall Cunningham. I wear Reggie White. I wear John Elway, whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like they legends. Like at that point, I just won't wear the current. If he's playing currently, I won't wear it. That's the difference. That's what I tell people. I had to give them a science. If they're currently playing, no. But if they're like a legend like George Gervin or like fucking Wilt Chamberlain, like I got a Wilt Chamberlain jersey up there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna wear that.
Well, listen, I had a Pascal Siakam jersey I bought after they won the finals, and he's not.
You know what I mean? Like I can't just go wear no Wemby jersey. Like if I wear a Wemby jersey and I get spotted, then yeah, you can get me. Right. Even though I like Wemby a lot.
Yeah, Wemby's great.
San Antonio in a good position, man. San Antonio in a good position. A great position.
Speaking of which, how do we feel about Pop stepping away from coaching? He still won't be with the team.
It was about time.
It's too much. It's too much wear and tear on his body.
Yeah.
He did it all. Ain't nothing else to do.
Yeah, there's nothing else from him. He's good. Like I just felt like he was coaching just to coach. Like he wasn't.
Yeah, but that team is in a great position, man. They're young.
For sure.
Man.
I like getting De'Aaron Fox and then obviously having Wemby.
The Lakers should have drafted De'Aaron Fox instead of that bum Lonzo Ball. So I'll leave that with him.
I don't even know why we fucked around and signed him for 2 years for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's
a fact. Mostly coming back this next season.
Look, our front office don't know what they're doing because they signed him early because like when everybody got all happy about him coming back, his ball back, and then everybody like, okay, we'll sign him. And I'm like, yeah, he wants to come back because nobody else want him. And then all of a sudden, Josh Giddey has this resurgence. Right now, you got to pay him, and now you look stupid with the Lonzo deal. You don't even you could have told Lonzo you knew Josh Giddey was going to do this. It was slow. But you see the potential in this guy. He's 21 years old. Like that's like he was the number. Like he was picked 6 or 7 in the draft. Like he was high. You know what I mean?
Just OKC he couldn't really flourish because
because he has to be where he has to be handling the ball. He couldn't do that.
Right. Exactly.
With the Bulls, he can handle it all day long. Ain't nobody else. So that's kind of why he's flourishing. But now you got to pay him, and you just wasted your money on Lonzo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, give me somebody in there to know what they're doing, bro.
Correct.
Agree.
All right.
All
right. So before we sign off, anyone have any things they want to bring up before we sign off on this lovely pod?
Yeah, the Lakers should have drafted De'Aaron Fox.
They should have drafted
Ball with all that circus. Like you could have had a real young team. De'Aaron Fox leading that team instead of Lonzo Ball changes everything to me. And then you could have drafted Jason Tatum that year too, because Boston laughed at them when they traded. I don't understand. Thanks, Magic Johnson. What are you doing?
All I say is LeBron tried, Shannon fried, and Lakeshore cried.
Oh my God.
Was a pie.
Lakers and pie.
Oh God! Any parting words?
He was too busy with that little 19-year-old girl. He couldn't think straight.
Man,
You know
that guy,
that's why he
man.
falling apart.
Listen,
OnlyFans girl.
We did a deep dive into that shit. But want to chime in?
OnlyFans girl.
How you gonna be?
Oh, VO wasn't on last week. Let's
what was your thoughts?
Yeah, your thoughts on the Shannon Sharpe situation.
Let me tell you something, man. Like, you stupid. You 56 years old, so you can't say that you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you got like a 19. Look, man. I would say Shannon. And I wouldn't even call him a motherfucker because I would like to, but I wouldn't even. I would because I really wanted to understand this question. Shannon, what is it in common that you have with a 19-year-old girl, my nigga? You are 56 years old. What possible conversations could y'all engage in at that age difference? You know what I mean? Like now if she was 30 or 25, you can kind of give it a leeway, you know what I mean?
Sure.
She is 19 years old. She has not even went to college yet. Your old ass is pushing ARRP.
You got replacement.
You know what I'm saying?
Hips.
Like you already got it already, probably.
You got,
you know what I mean?
You got replacement hips. He's already got two replacement hips. So
what are you doing? And you make too much money to be caught up in that kind of silly shit. And you're a black man. Do you understand that? You're a black man with a lot of money. You that dumb to be caught up in that. You deserve what you get. I hope you get whatever you deserve because you're not a young guy, you're an old guy. And you should have enough sense. So whatever they got, whatever. If they throw you under the jail, good. If they take all your money, good. You should have known. You got too much money to be that stupid. And that's I'm signing off.
No, well said.
And listen, man, why would you have a gay stylist? What are you doing?
Look,
he's gonna dress you like you gay.
Let me tell you something. That's another thing. You get mad if people call you suspect. Look, I don't live in Los Angeles, however, but I'm sure NFL girl can attest to this. If I live in Los Angeles and I got a good amount of money like him, rich like him, I have floor seats to the Lakers game, you best believe me. I'm gonna take my beautiful friend NFL girl or whoever I might have met while I'm out there at the time to that game. I'm not gonna take no goddamn stylist. Do you know how much Lakers? I'm sure every woman in Los Angeles would like to go to a floor seat at the Los Angeles Lakers game. You could have picked anybody. You know what I mean? But you pick a gay stylist that is known for already having sex with Kerry Rose. Y'all know that's Kerry Rose's boyfriend. Kerry Rose, y'all remember him? Yeah. He was gay. Mm-hmm. That's his boyfriend. And you go with a guy that's known gay on top of that. Like, what do you expect us to say? Nigga, you walking with a crossbody strap. Nigga, you walking in the airport with a dog, my nigga, with a dog.
A man purse.
Why you walking in the airport with a little?
Go on, NFL girl.
I'll let NFL girl go. Take the wheel, baby.
No, listen, I've told y'all that aspect of it. You're allowed to have gay friends, whatever. I don't judge that shit. It's the 19-year-old thing that I have an issue with. You are 56 years old. You got your daughters are in their 30s. Why would you even date somebody you can't even have a conversation with that are younger than your own children? Do you understand?
Right.
Like that to me. That's the issue that I have the most problem with.
I'm with that. I think that's the number one issue. That's the number one issue.
Yeah, and I think
that is the number one
understand,
issue.
She's 19 years old. Y'all claim y'all met your claim is that you met her at the gym. Yeah. And that's fine. You probably saw a little shorty, 19-year-old was like, damn, she cute. I'm trying to holler at her. You know what she saw? Ching ching. She saw dollar signs. She don't know who you are.
She may not even know. She might have told somebody, and they may have been like, "Girl, you know."
Exactly. Right. Googled him and was like, "Girl, that's a." He got. Yeah. She saw dollar signs.
What that dumbass nigga tell you? He gonna choke you.
Yeah. Say less.
See
that part.
Like 19, and then she's on OnlyFans. She's on OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
So that goes to tell you she's about dollars and cents.
So of course she would have stayed with him.
Yeah. When I say he had a gay stylist, because he's always been questioned as a man. And then you turn around and have a gay stylist. So what do you, and then you turn around and say, me and him are going to the top. And then you fire him because now you want to go back to your original stylist and say, I had her for years. I don't know what I was doing. You're contradicting yourself.
That's the part.
And I think, you know what?
That's like own your shit. Like ain't nobody tripping. Like NFL girls say, it's what it is. It's, this is 2025. You do you, boo boo. But when
Exactly.
I don't like people that backtrack. Like just say what it like to me, because that means if you backtrack, that means you're sneaky. And if
Correct.
you're sneaky, that means you can't be trusted.
Yeah, and I think that's the
You know what I mean?
that's my gripe.
That's what it reverts back to, guys. That's really the point I'm trying to make. If you can't stand on your own business, that means you wishy-washy, you can't be trusted, and you stick and your personality is very questionable.
And Bill, to your point, that's my problem.
Especially as a man, especially as a man, you got to stand on your word.
Yeah,
because when you don't stand on your word as a man, you lose everything.
Yeah, because to your point, like that was my problem with it. Because again, you have a platform where you shit talk other people. You sit there and talk about people's business, and you say, "Oh, this dude's doing this, and dude's this. These guys ain't on their job, and these guys need to get it together." And what the fuck are you doing, Shannon?
That part.
But see, and my problem with him is I've never liked Shannon Sharpe ever in my life. Like I didn't even like him as a player, right?
Right.
I just think he's full of shit on all levels, right? Like you want to talk about, oh, I accidentally went on live. Anybody that's went on Instagram live knows that you have to press a couple of things to go on.
You have to verify like 3 times. Wait, are you sure you want to go online? Wait, are you really sure you want to go online?
Yeah. This isn't like 10 years ago where you could have maybe got accidentally. No.
That excuse when he gave us was bullshit, right? Like I didn't buy that.
No,
and then with the accusations, right? He's talking about as being a targeted black man. What you mean as being a targeted black man, nigga? You've been silly for a long time. You're not a targeted black man. You've been stupid a couple of times.
And you've been talking
multiple times.
And again, you talk shit about people for that is your platform. You've been doing this for years, criticizing people for doing this shit. If this was anybody else, Shannon Sharpe would be talking about this shit show.
People talking about a 46-year-old dating a 23-year-old. Like, how you want to tell somebody you 46, why you dating a 23-year-old, and then your dumbass at 56 dating a 19-year-old?
19-year-old. And you move, man. You got big money, bro.
Yeah.
Like you just signed a contract. Like you ain't got enough sense to know that kind of shit is just unacceptable.
And listen, how many guests have come on there and know his business and tried to hint to him, hey dog, I got a friend I can hook you up with.
Monique,
you gotta move careful. Yeah. Monique did that. Kat kind of made him
Ocho was doing that.
Ocho said, I got a friend I can hook you up. So people in the business knew he was up to some shady shit and had been trying to warn him, dog, you can't move like that.
Shit, the way Ocho was pitching that girl, I would have shit. Hey, I would have wanted to date her. Shit, the way he was pitching her, he was
the way he was pitching the girl, I wanted to date her.
I was like, damn, she a doctor, she cute, she this. I'm like, where is she?
She got money, she got a nice body.
I'm trying to slide her DMs right now. Like, shit.
I remember one time I got this guy at the barbershop so mad, dog, because we was talking about that, and he was talking about Shannon Sharpe, and y'all see how I feel about it. I don't care for him. So we was in there, and them niggas was saying, like, yeah, good thing Skip got his own show because he was getting disrespected by Shannon was getting disrespected. I said, no, it wasn't. I said Skip Bayless was right. He's not better than Tom Brady. I'm like, what did Skip Bayless say that he was wrong? Skip Bayless was right. Y'all ass ain't better than Tom Brady. You just Shannon Sharpe. Even when there was no lies, Skip, everybody got mad at Skip. Skip didn't say nothing wrong. Skip was right. Nigga, you not Tom Brady. And that's just what it is. Nigga, you Shannon Sharpe. You're barely 2-time, you're a Hall of Famer, you're barely 2-time champion. Your ass is not fucking Tom Brady, a 7-time champion, a real champion, nigga. So I'm like, Skip, yeah, they got mad at me for that, but it was hot. It was like, all right, man. Like, yeah, well, that's what he's tell the truth. Fuck Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, fuck you.
And on that note, we'll sign off.
You played with Trent Dilfer and won the Super Bowl because the defense was good, and you won your other 2 Super Bowls because they had John Elway and a team around you that was good. Nigga, it wasn't because of you.
And Terrell Davis.
Yeah, exactly. So please.
All right. Well, we'll sign off on the fuck Shannon Sharpe. We'll just cut everything else. But anyway, we're signing off. The Original Sports Podcast. We'll be back next week to talk about a multitude of topics. Again, we're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube. We got an Instagram page, so check us out. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about our podcast, and we'll see y'all next week. We are out. Peace.
Deuces. That was dope.